Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up.
A lot of y'all don't even try, too many be giving up too soon. A lot of these bitches be dialed up and love to play with your heart like it's voodoo. And shout out to my soldiers that stuck from the start, I'm forever grateful, I salute you. Cause a lot of these niggas contaminated, gotta stay away, they pollution. And no, I don't stay with the savages, labor fuck with us and they can get gruesome. I ain't got time to be bragging today, I got baggage to make, don't make me lose it. I swear I'm a wizard with all of this shit, look how I put the fire in music. I had to go put the diamonds on my neck, I was never the cool kid. Flex, because I can. And I flex, don't give a damn. And I flex, because I can. And I flex, don't give a damn. And I flex, because I can. And I flex, don't give a damn. And I flex, because I can. And I flex, don't give a damn. Ooh, I flex. Cause I built it up from nothing, you would think I'm playing Tetris. And when I slide, oh my God, slide, we so electric. Got it lit in this bitch and now I feel like I'm Thomas Edison. I don't got feelings, so fuck how you feeling, it's on to the next one. I hit the gas, I do the dash, I had a jet on. No jet skis, but I'ma stay wavy, I'ma do my best, mom. I want my new whip to have no keys so I can finesse on them. A lot of y'all don't even try, too many be giving up too soon. A lot of these bitches be dialed up and love to play with your heart like it's voodoo. And shout out to my soldiers that stuck from the start, I'm forever grateful, I salute you. Cause a lot of these niggas contaminated, gotta stay away, they pollution. I flex, because I can. And I flex, don't give a damn. And I flex, because I can. And I flex, don't give a damn. And I flex, because I can. And I flex, don't give a damn. And I flex, because I can. And I flex, don't give a damn.
What up? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
What's up?
What's up,
everyone?
How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in, everybody, to Toe for Life's Family News, and streaming also on AJot's Corner and Toe for Life. I am your host, Toe for Life. This is my co-host for tonight, AJot. We have on panel with us Afroman Audits 365 and Truth Be Told Audits. Welcome in, you guys.
Everyone?
Welcome, man. Welcome.
So, how's everybody doing out there? You want to run through the chat, AJ? Say hi to people or what?
I guess. No, I'm just kidding. Hold up. We got to see who comes in first. We got the Wondering Frijole. Then we have Donna in second. And with the bronze, we have What's Truth? Kimbo, what's up? We got Harry. Frank. What's up, GW Popcorn? Let's go. I never pronounce it right. You do it. I can't pronounce it right.
Pavana?
Yes, there you go.
Fuck you, you ain't my daddy. Yes, I am.
I see you. Fuck you, ain't my daddy.
Go Seagull. Hello, hello.
What's up, Ghost Eagle?
Falsey. Dragonette. We got
Dragonette.
Yum up in here. Yum. We got Dale Hole. Dennison.
What's up, Dennison?
Keeper of the list.
Keeper.
What's up?
Smoking Auditor.
Smoking Auditor.
Smoking Auditor, what's up?
Ross Kahn in the house, yo. Ross Kahn.
Yes, Silent Mark Miller. What's up? Hello.
Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up as you come in. As you come in.
Creole.
I think I said Dragonette, right?
Dragonette.
Yeah.
Joe
So
Black.
Got a watchdog.
Whoop, whoop.
What's up, Sweet Tea?
Sweet
Welcome.
tea.
Working Mama 3.
And anybody she missed,
Just yell at me.
right. Welcome in, everybody.
Cammed up King Moon.
What's up, Kate?
Infinite psychosis, huh?
Yep.
I like that. Oh, I see Dick Insiders in here.
Oh, yeah. What fun.
Judd. So anyways, for everybody that's in here, everybody that's watching on Toe for Life, Tyrant Hunter News and AJOT's Corner. This is a no drama panel. We don't do drama here, and I won't put up with drama. Everybody that knows Toe for Life knows Toe for Life don't do it. I won't put up with it, and my mods will not put up with it, and they will boot drama out of here so fast, and to make your head spin. We come here to talk about some topics with Afroman audits and his arrests, and the filings he's got going on, the things going on with Truth Be Told audits, and that's what we're here for.
Appreciate it.
Boom.
Yeah, I appreciate it much.
Canada's watching. Welcome in, buddy.
Oh.
I don't know. It depends on where you're at, Dennison. Whose channel are we on? But anyway, so
He's not in mine.
He is in Tyrant Hunter News. So
Okay. That's the one you want to be in.
yeah, that's the main channel. I do have it pinned. I do have it pinned at the top of the Toe for Life channel that the main chat is in Tyrant Hunter News. If you keep seeing me look sideways, that's because I'm looking at another screen on the actual live chat.
Yeah.
So
Make sure to go through all the channels, give everybody some watch time, so help everybody's channel grow.
right on, and smack that like button on every channel you're in, and you're at, and you're going to, and all
Please
that.
and thank you.
Yes, please and thank you. Yeah, I love Jeff. So while you said that, Donna, I will say, let me get a big shout out to NC Tyrant Hunter, Jeff, my brother from another mother, for allowing us to use this platform to do the show on. So, and I'm sure he'll pop in the chat sometime today. I'm thinking he does know that we're going live, so he'll be around. Bam, take that, motherfuckers. Afroman's link. Yeah, if any mods can drop Afroman's link and Truth Be Told's links in the chats. So where you want to go? You want to go Afroman first, or
You're running it, hon.
Oh,
Your show.
right. Well,
I just have I did the work.
Right. So everybody, if you guys don't know, this is Afroman Audits 365. I guess it kind of sounds kind of corny, but I'll say it. He's one of the new up and comers out here. He's been rolling around a lot lately with Flex Your Freedoms, and he's over in Iowa, right?
Yeah.
So we got a couple videos of Afroman audits. He got done dirty. They actually arrested him. They came into his apartment without a warrant. They tried to have a warrant signed by a judge, and the judge wouldn't sign the warrant, but they still came into his apartment, and arrested him warrantlessly. And we have the body cam footage of that, and AJ does have that body cam footage. And I guess we could cut to the body cam footage and then Afroman, unless you got something to say about it before.
I'll just elaborate on it when it plays or whatever.
Okay.
Or I'll say hit pause, or if you guys want to ask a question about a certain part of it. Because there's multiple angles too. Like it depends on which officer you want to play the angle from.
I think she's got the Young Turks version of it.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head which officer that was.
All right, hold on.
I think it switches to two different officers in that.
Oh yeah, it does. Because I forgot. Yeah, because
we're just gonna play it, and yeah.
I like that he actually did that too, because that shows that my shoe fell off, and that's why I told the officer, "How am I supposed to walk?" Because my shoe fell off, and then that's when he said something about, "This is what you get for playing games."
Yeah, they're gonna.
Here for a second. No.
In Marion, Iowa, these police have no arrest warrant and no probable cause.
I need him to go.
He's not gonna go anywhere, so.
No.
Yet for trying to close the door,
Hey!
Step out.
Hey, dude! Dude!
Step out. Get on the ground. On the ground. Hey, you're under arrest. Get on the ground.
Going on?
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
You're under arrest. For what?
For harassment.
Harassment on what?
Calling the city hall earlier today.
yes, calling City Hall earlier in the day. They are arresting and cuffing him not for threatening City Hall, just calling City Hall and asking for documents.
Dude, I called the FBI, I called the U.S. Marshals, I called everybody.
That's brilliant.
What's wrong with City Hall?
You've been warned not to harass them.
Dude, that was a year ago when some social media.
A year ago,
Everything they say is basically lies.
is correct. Casey, who goes by the social media name Afroman Audit 365, was arrested at City Hall just over a year before this encounter for allegedly trespassing and harassment. He represented himself at trial and was found not guilty. A judge ruled the city had no right to bar him from City Hall or stop him from doing business there. Now, on this day in February 2022, after Casey called City Hall and showed up in person to get public records for use in a civil lawsuit against the police, the cops are arguably retaliating. Casey explains the situation to a friend inside the apartment.
Nah, dude, they're arresting me for harassment. Nah, dude, they're arresting me for harassment, dude. This guy's already arrested me illegally, and I beat him in court a year ago for him lying in court. We're arresting me for standing in public. And now all of a sudden,
Where are your shoes?
Again?
Where are your shoes?
Can you grab it? Maybe grab it.
If you haven't searched it, do you have anything on you need to be aware of?
Don't touch me. I don't give you
No,
consent.
you're
getting searched.
Fourth Amendment right. I don't give consent. I don't give. Hey, is your badge?
All right, that's the way it is. You're under arrest. Your shoes, you
I don't give consent to
Well, that's good. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You're under arrest.
Dude, you should push my door open and tackle me.
You open the door and you try to shut it down.
You dipshit. You said in there.
Yep. That's how we're engaging with them at this point. Let's go.
The body camera video recently released is intriguing from the moment police approached Casey's building. Under the direction of the police chief and against the judge's ruling, the police are planning to arrest Casey.
So we'll wait till 60 gets here. Just pull up right by that red dumpster so we aren't blocking the drive.
Yeah, okay.
And it's kind of off to the side there.
But they don't have a warrant because they cannot get one. A female officer new to the force inadvertently reveals the unlawful
This is great
plan
right
when she
here.
asks on camera about Mirandizing Casey.
He's technically
And unity.
what I need to Mirandize him before I ask him any questions.
He's not under arrest at this point, right?
No.
Okay.
But are we?
160-10-23.
I'll ask him.
I'm calling in from First Avenue.
No, he's not under arrest. He can shut the door on us.
He's not under arrest. He can shut the door on us. That's true. If police are not planning to arrest somebody, that person does not have to talk.
Okay.
Let's go down and get a warrant for his arrest then.
Yes, generally, police can get a warrant. And once police are making a planned arrest, they must warn the suspect he has the right to remain silent. But in this case, where the cops cannot get a warrant, the police are hoping Casey assaults them by closing the door on their feet.
We're on camera, okay? We're live now. So any statements you make, if you're going to make that statement, then you do have to Mirandize.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to
That's
go
what
up
I
and
was wondering.
we're going to go up and get his side of the story, and we're going to go from there.
But the police are not about to get his side of the story. Instead, they put their gloves on for going hands-on. Once inside the building, the police decide to have Kylie McCoy, the rookie female officer, make first contact. This way, Casey doesn't feel threatened or suspect anything.
Hey, Casey. Hey, Casey, can you come to the door and just talk to me for a second? Okay. Listen, man, it's really important that you come talk to us right now, okay?
Who is it? He says.
I'm Officer McCoy. I'm with the Marion Police Department. I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Casey. What you saying? Oh, okay. Can you come to the door and talk to us?
It works. And the police quietly signal to one another down the hallway that Casey is preparing to open the door.
All right. Hey, Casey, would you step out and talk to us here for a second? No? Okay.
And I need him to go.
He's not going to go anywhere, so.
No.
Hey!
Come on.
Hey!
You need to come out.
Hey!
Come out and talk to us.
Dude!
Step out here. Get on the ground. On the ground. Hey, you're under arrest. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. You're under arrest.
For what?
For harassment.
Harassment on what? What the?
Calling City Hall earlier today.
Dude, I called the FBI, I called the U.S. Marshals, I called everybody.
Well, that's brilliant.
No shit. What's wrong with City Hall?
You've been warned not to harass them.
Dude, that was a year ago when some folks around.
Set them up. Put your legs in, Casey. You're gonna link.
Holy
I'm gonna stand you up, okay?
Ow, Jesus Christ.
You want shoes, Casey?
I'd like to not.
Okay.
Yes, shoes at least. Holy
Get your shoes.
Jesus Christ.
Holy,
What is with the aggressiveness?
Hey, listen to me for just a second. You gonna listen to me?
Nah, dude, they're arresting me for harassment. Nah, dude, they're arresting me for harassment, dude. This guy's already arrested me illegally, and I beat him in court a year ago for him lying in court. They're arresting me for standing in public. Don't touch me. I don't give you.
You're getting searched.
Fourth Amendment right.
Well, you're being seized already, so we're going to search you, okay?
Dude.
All right, that's the way that it is. You're under arrest. So your seizure's already been done. You don't need to give us consent.
I do, actually.
No, you don't. So you need to read the law a little bit more. It's not illegal. You're under arrest.
Dude, you tried to push my door open and tackled me.
No,
What do you mean?
you opened the door and you tried shutting it on us.
You dipshit. You stepped
Okay,
in
we're
there.
done talking, okay? Put your shoes on.
It's not working.
Right, we're going. Let's go.
On the way to the squad car, Officer Joseph Chapman roughed up Casey, causing him to lose a shoe.
This happens when you play games, right?
This is what happens if you play games.
Idiot, how am I supposed to walk?
With your feet. One leg in front of the other. That's how you're taught when you're a kid, right?
At this point, Casey looks at Officer Chapman, and Chapman becomes even angry.
You turn and face me again, you're going to have a bigger problem. You understand that? Do you understand me?
Yes, dude.
One leg in front of the other. Sit down. Turn around and face me.
What did he do? He turned around and faced me.
Try to headbutt you?
What?
You try to headbutt you?
No, he just tried to turn you. You good? Yeah. Let's go shut the door.
Casey was booked on 5 counts of harassment and held briefly at the local jail before being released on his own recognizance. Legal experts call the charges against him absurd. Furthermore, the experts say the body camera videos clearly established that the police committed assault and battery, kidnapping, and violated Casey's First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights. And all because Casey, Afroman Audit 365, previously humiliated police in court, got his rights affirmed, and started asking City Hall employees for documents and information relevant to a potential lawsuit against police. Over the past several years, I've reported on a lot of horrific law enforcement departments and shameful cops, but the officers in Marion, Iowa, from the chief on down, are clearly among the worst. One can only hope that Casey brings a lawsuit that literally bankrupts that city. In the meantime, the police are not commenting on any of this. To be clear, I'm sure there
That makes me angry every time I see it.
I bet. Let me say something to the chat real quick. Everybody that was saying hi to Jeff, that was me typing under Tyrant Hunter News. If Jeff comes in, Jeff will be under Jeff is Here Live or NC Tyrant Hunter, just so you know.
I like the verbiage, even though that they were, putting you in handcuffs. You told them that you didn't consent to any search and procedures, and they had no reason to arrest you. That's one charge against them just immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, that's why I made sure to say it, because I knew I didn't commit a crime or anything. So I knew once I mentioned I don't consent to a search, that if they do search me, well, you're searching me for no fucking reason.
Right, and it was no reason. Correct. And they were plotting on, you shutting the door on their foot, and they didn't even bring any kind of assault up at that moment. They were talking about just, which kind of messed up their case as well. They didn't bring up assault. The only thing that they brought up was just that you were harassing them.
Right, and I'll actually read right here the narrative from that arrest, their side of the story. From what we all just seen, this is what they say happened. But, oh shit, I'm gonna turn this around quick. I'm gonna read it, because it's probably small, plus the shadow. But it says on 2/14/2022 at approximately 2:54, I Officer McCoy, 2:15, along with Officer Chapman, 2:08, was dispatched to Marion City Hall. Dispatch advised Casey had been repeatedly calling and harassing employees at the facility. Upon my arrival to the scene, I spoke with Alicia Abernathy, who told me Casey to call her on her work phone and made various statements that did not make sense. Alicia advised Casey called her at approximately 2:33 and stated the city had hacked his phone and he wanted to speak to the city manager. Casey began swearing at Alicia and told her to do her fucking job. Casey made Alicia feel uncomfortable and she hung up. He called again at 2:39 and Alicia picked up the phone. Casey was belligerent and demanded to speak to the city manager again, as well as the supervisor. He stated that the city has never helped him and hung up. Alicia provided a written statement documenting the incident. I then spoke with Lisa, who had been called by Casey on her work phone as well at approximately 2:30. The number Casey had been contacting with were a few old numbers. Lisa advised Casey made statements on the phone about the city hacking his bank account, using emails, and interfering with his internet. Casey told her his rights were violated by the city and demanded to be transferred to the mayor. Lisa stated that his voice sounded scary. She transferred Casey to the manager's office, but Casey called her back again at approximately 2:45 and stated that his old phone died, which proved that the city of Marion was controlling his phone. These fuckers just lie. Casey called Lisa back again at 2:50, 2:51, and 2:52, but Lisa did not answer. She completed a written statement. I then talked to Stacy, who was contacted by Casey on her work phone at approximately 2:37. Casey told Stacy that he just wanted to speak to a council member. He told her, I'm not asking you to jump off the flight of stairs to break his leg. Stacy advised Casey had a raised voice on the phone. She stated she called her back again at approximately 2:22, and she did not answer. At approximately 4:30, Officer Chapman threw away and Officer Kirkman, Sergeant Hancock, and I, because this is highway report, and I went to 1501 Fifth Avenue, Unit 100, to speak with Casey at his residence and take him into custody for harassment and failure to do. Upon my arrival, I knocked on the door and Casey opened it. I asked Casey about the calls he made to the city. When did they ever ask me about the calls I made to the city?
After they put you in handcuffs?
Yeah.
Right. And then they say right here, and he yelled. He also called the FBI and everyone. I placed my foot in the doorway and asked Casey to step outside to speak with me. That's not at all what happened. Casey demanded that Officer Kerfman leave the apartment building. However, that was denied. He denied my request to exit the doorway of his apartment and attempted to close the door on me. Officer Kerfman and Sergeant Hancock grabbed Casey and assisted him to the ground because Casey was refusing to place his hands behind his back and attempting to flee into the residence. I placed him in handcuffs at this time. I additionally charged him with interference with official acts. I searched his person, finding nothing of importance, and transported him to the Lynn County Jail for the charges, for the charges where he was processed and transferred into the custody of the jail staff. Casey was previously warned for harassing city employees over the phone on 11/17/2022 by Chief Kitzmiller, but that's just a bunch of bullshit. Like with this whole harassment thing too, all the cops do is they'd call me and tell me, "Hey, stop calling City Hall," and I just tell them I'm calling them about fucking public information. But have you guys heard that recent phone call that I posted?
I don't think so.
No, I haven't heard it.
Just because that phone call right there links to this 11/17/2022 date here, because the city actually wanted to get me arrested for harassment back in 2020, but it never stuck, or they just never fucking went forward with it. But this time they went forward with it for a different reason.
Yeah, retaliation.
Right.
Well, I mean, it comes down to retaliation because the police already didn't like me because I beat them in court over that Reagan's arrest back in 2020 when he arrested me for standing out fucking side watching him do a traffic stop. And but then it turned into that apartment building incident where I just started pushing the city about building inspections, and after months and months and months of me calling City Hall about a building inspection,
I put it in private chat, so
that is why they showed up the way they did, because the city already knew the cops didn't like me. So when the city calls the cops and says, "Hey, go get this guy," well, the cops are going to show up and come and get me because neither one of them
That's why they were doing all that plotting before they got there. They knew what they were up to straight out.
Exactly. And it was under the city's call. I mean, the assistant city manager made the phone call to get me arrested.
You want to play that? You want me to play that?
Well, he says
audio?
it'll play it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna play the newer one, right?
Right.
Okay, so it'll tie them all together.
Hello.
Everything has died down.
Damn,
What
what are you doing up there? Must be answering the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can you put in a harassment call at City Hall?
Yes. Do you want me to put it under you? Okay. Or do you want me to just put it
no.
under City Hall?
Yeah, just put it under City Hall's address.
Okay.
And the RP is going to be, I'll get you her name here real quick. It's Kirsten, so it's K-I-R.
That's HR of City Hall.
Okay.
And I've got her phone number down there.
Go ahead with that.
743-6318. And then she's being harassed by someone with the last name of Neville, but I'm not sure exactly. I think it's Casey. Let me.
Is it the sovereign citizen people?
Yeah, that Casey.
Oh, great. Van Neville or whatever the heck his name is.
Yeah, and it's the, I think, is it Dan's the, is that the dad and then the son is?
That
son is
sounds
Casey?
right. Let me look in house and I can tell you.
I'm trying to find that Neville, how it's spelled, and I can't. Look here.
And then they cut the phone call. I didn't get the full phone call, so that's what I'm still dealing with, is trying to get the rest of this phone call. And there's
That's
that.
crazy. They called you a sovereign citizen and everything. I love that. I love how they
I
go
know.
straight to that.
Yep, instantly.
Yeah.
And this is actually the officer's narrative from that phone call as well. Shit, I always hit that. No, let me. Okay, this is from that incident. Says on 12/4/2020 at approximately whatever time that would be, 9:30 a.m. I, Officer Peterson, number 187, was dispatched to City Hall for a harassment report. Dispatch advised Casey Scott Van Neville had been harassing a human resource employee, Kirsten Fisher. Lieutenant Ford had contacted me prior to meeting with Kirsten. Lieutenant Ford advised this was an ongoing issue with Casey contacting Kirsten in City Hall, with Casey wanting the names of all the police officers and their badge numbers for the city of Marion. Lieutenant Ford advised me that Chief Kitzmiller had spoke with Casey on the phone on 12/3/2020 at approximately 4:30 and warned Casey for harassment. What a bullshit fucking warning for harassment. I then met with Kirsten. Kirsten advised on 11/17/2020, approximately around 1200 hours, Casey had called requesting the names and badge numbers of the officers at the Marion Police Department in reference to police brutality. Kirsten advised that she would not provide everyone's name or badge number, but could obtain the names and badge numbers of the officers that had recently arrested him. Kirsten advised that this answer upset him and began yelling at her. Kirsten advised that Casey threatened to sue the police department and later hung up. Kirsten advised Casey had called her office at least 10 more times throughout the day. I don't think it was 10 more times. Kirsten advised yesterday, 12/3/2020, another staff member, Sonia Evans, had answered the main phone at City Hall and Casey was calling again demanding to talk to Kirsten. Kirsten stated she was busy and placed him into her voicemail. I spoke to Sonia with Kirsten through Microsoft Teams. Sonia advised that Casey called back irate. She hung up on him. Casey now wanted to speak with Kirsten's supervisor, Lon Pluckin, which was the city manager at the time. Another employee, Deb Later, in the day answered the main phone line at City Hall. Casey had called again demanding to file a complaint. The phone was transferred over to Alicia Abernathy. This is what connects Alicia, even way back then, to what she did on February 14th. Transferred her to Alicia Abernathy. Lon's assistant. Alicia advised Casey wanted to file a complaint against the police department and was referred to contacting the police department. Alicia stated she only spoke to him briefly and he wanted all of the officers' name and badge numbers. When asked, Alicia stated Casey never threatened her, but he did state he would be coming to City Hall. As of this report, Casey has not called back to City Hall or shown up. There are no charges at this time, as Chief Kitzmiller had warned Casey, and the harassment has since stopped. No further to report. So this was the shit they were already writing about me way back then that I didn't even know until just a couple months ago.
And they decided to act on it then at that point, you know.
Yep. Like, shit was brewing a lot longer than I fucking thought.
So on your recent arrest, so let's lead up to your recent arrest and see what they. So what lead us into what happened before you got there and what you knew and what you were going there for.
For my recent arrest,
yeah,
I finally went back to City Hall after this. That was the first time I'd been back to City Hall since my case got dismissed for trespassing. So I figured, well, I can go to City Hall. My case was dismissed, but somehow the city's trying to go off of a letter I got from the chief, and the letter is basically trying to say it doesn't matter if my case got dismissed, I'm still trespassed. So then when I went back to City Hall, with Flex, just to do some business, whatever I was getting that day. Yeah, whatever, I forgot what I was requesting. But that's when I didn't know if I'd fully be arrested, but I just had a feeling that I might be because these fucking cops don't stop. And the county attorneys just take every fucking charge.
Right. And this was after the judge had already said that you were allowed back, or?
This now would be, the judge's order kind of doesn't matter now because...
Right, of course.
Yeah, because the judge's order, or when the judge said that was, when I was dealing with the harassment with the city. And this has to do with trespassing. And even in the chief's letter, here, I can read that quick too, because that'll actually connect right with this. What's it?
Glad you're here, Jack.
Yeah, the chief wrote me a letter saying, Dear Mr. Van Neville, the intent of this letter is to clear up any remaining confusion. Well, he's the only fucking tool that's confused. Regarding your trespass notice for Marion City Hall. You were given a trespass warning from City Hall on March 24th, 2022. The written authorization for that trespass warning is attached to this letter. This trespass warning is a completely separate matter from the harassment case. So that's where that judge's order doesn't matter, because the chief just said that the trespass warning is a completely separate matter from the harassment case. So therefore, it doesn't matter that judge said that. These cops are pulling his trespass out of their fucking ass. And Then he says the outcome of the harassment case has no bearing on the trespass warning. So therefore, what fucking law have I ever committed, or what law have I ever fucking broke in City Hall to be trespassed?
Right.
And that's a lot what's going to boil down to in the end, too, you know?
Yeah.
So check this out. So we're going to run this through.
Yep, so this video here will be after I've gotten that case dismissed, the harassment I beat. I mean, at this time I have no charges besides fucking one in that other town.
Hold on, I'm gonna set up a community post. Just to get more people in here on my side.
See, the paper in my hand right there is all the names and badge numbers of all the officers in 2022.
And you were trying to get the records of your FOIA requests or whatever?
Yeah, I was waiting on, to talk about the 50 emails I FOIA requested.
Mm-hmm. So you were there on business. You weren't there just filming. You were there on business.
Yep, literally. I mean, I stood outside with some signs and shit that said Alicia Abernathy is a welfare whore. Changed my mind, but
Let's see if I can make a.
That was outside though.
Share this
Inside the
real
building,
fast.
you were
right inside the building. It
have
was
to
completely business
end my
related.
standby and reset it.
I'm kind of curious what the mayor's law firm has to do with that.
Yeah, that's another sketchy thing. I'm talking about the mayor there. The mayor of Marion is a lawyer himself, and he's been a lawyer for 29 years, but somehow he's the mayor of Marion, and he owns his own law firm and shit. I think that's kind of fucking sketchy.
he still owns his own law firm.
Yep, still owns it, even though he's mayor.
And is his law firm a defense? Criminal or
financial something, money related.
Imagine that.
No shit.
All right, just shared it on my channel. Let me reset the live one here.
Yeah, who is the dude with the pig mask anyway?
That's one of my friends that used to live in that shitty apartment with me.
Oh, all right. He doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's just running backup cam for you.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Everybody in the chat's digging on the piggy mask.
I tell him that all
No, Dennison, he doesn't. Not the one in the pig mask.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that mask.
They were just hoping that.
He should be coming out, right? I thought I read.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it should be coming.
For nuclear
Yeah, because there's two cops already on the left outside.
Yeah.
But the sergeant's gonna come through the other door.
Yeah, let me get my phone out too.
This one cop's got a fucking Hitler haircut.
Dennis just said he has an Afroman t-shirt. Respect, he's a homie.
Hold on a second, guys.
Here's Hitler.
Yeah, what's he got going on there?
Casey, what's going on? You know you're not supposed to be here. You're trespassing here. Right? Unless you have business to do, you're trespassing here.
Unless I have business, I have fucking my paper in my hand. Like,
See, what business is he conducting?
Is it your? Why should he even? Does he have to release that to you?
Well, he's trespassing here unless he's doing business.
What do you think we're doing? Should investigate with the people that called first.
Yeah.
Other than that, I got no reason to talk to you and leave me alone. How about you prove something I've done wrong to be trespassed and then come and talk to me? All right?
Any business can tell you that they don't want you there.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
We're in the law. We've already gone over this.
Okay.
We're in the law.
Okay.
They got the paperwork
Once
from the
we're
judge.
waiting on to speak.
What's that?
That paperwork from the judge. Show them that paperwork from the judge to see if he respects
I
the
don't
ruling
gotta
of the
show them
judge.
shit. They just need to go back to work and leave me alone.
In America, cops respect judges.
Oh, he's so pissed. He's pissed right now.
then he straight lies.
Oh yeah, of course.
Who do you want to speak to?
He was trying to say that. I don't know if he said it yet.
I don't want to. Why would I want to do that when I'm here seeing? And this is just ridiculous. You guys understand trespass? You can't even come up with a crime.
This is the first time I've actually talked to you, I think.
No.
I just know who you are.
No, you were here when all you
Right here.
You're at 15. Don't play stupid.
Oh, when your dad was driving the van.
Yeah.
I talked to you on the passenger side.
He was one of the cops there when they put the spike strips in front of the car and shit like that, and he's trying to say he didn't know me.
Yeah. All we hear is officer safety. Is that true or false?
I don't know.
Whose safety is more important to you, yours or mine?
I don't think either one of us are in a position right now to not be safe.
Why not? We're standing in a public building surrounded by cameras.
Yeah,
Should this be the safest building in town?
That's literally what I just said. We're not in a position where we are not safe.
Can you hold mine just for a second? Just like that, just for a moment.
Okay. Okay.
Check you later, Dennison. What's up, Denver Metro?
Okay.
Read it.
Okay.
What's up, DMA? Thanks for stopping by, Dennison. Hit that like button on all 3 channels on your way out, homie.
I'm waiting for somebody here to show cause.
This shit just pisses me off.
The person you want to talk to is not here.
Committed a crime, still up.
I don't.
So I'm gonna stand
Number
here.
3. Another
I'm
one.
gonna stand here and wait until somebody can prove to me what law says.
Hello.
So,
Howdy.
other than that, you do what you gotta do. If you want to trespass, you gotta go.
Comes in with his gloves on already.
I was going to say, you see that? Gloves on. He was ready to go.
No. You gotta go. No. Show cause that I've committed a crime.
This is where they say I'm interfering.
Who are you? Who are you? Don't touch me. I've got injuries. You know you can't touch me.
Let's go. Casey, let's go.
Nope. Walk out the door. Nope.
It's just as easy.
You cannot touch me. Stop touching me. Stop.
You're touching them.
Stop.
Let's go.
Touching them.
Stop.
For trespass. We warned you. Let's go.
Criminals.
You guys are ridiculous. I got to separate the left shoulder. Like, go on my left fucking arm.
Just walk out.
You asshole. Stop.
Walk out.
Let go of my arms then, dude. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I'd much rather move my arm and rotate it and have it hurt for that second.
For interference. You guys are getting some lawsuits.
Can I touch the middle of my back?
What's up,
Gotta bring
Jim?
him in the front.
Some tyrants right here. Constitution hating
There you
tyrants.
go, guys. No, not you. There you go.
Here, you grab that.
Front, because I touched the middle of my back. They're already separated my left shoulder. Yeah.
Handcuffing them.
Hey, can you guys grab my paperwork in there before one of them guys grabs it? Can you please grab my other shoulder?
Sumerian PD looking for some lawsuits.
What's up, Harvey?
For conducting business in a city hall public building. Good job, Sergeant. You're making your department even look more like shit. You know how many people are going to be seeing your unconstitutional actions? Gonna learn the hard way, buddy. The Constitution's #1. Your feelings are nowhere near this.
Why'd they walk me out this door?
Above the law, above the Constitution, above the oath they all swore. Poor mistake. Wasn't even a mistake. You did that on purpose.
That cop wanted to go hands on with Flex until he seen Flex's guns. And then he was like, yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Now this is the discovery I'm still waiting for the state to give me is all these body.
Yeah, freedoms went right out the door with this one.
You still living at 2600 Golf Lane, lot 43.
Yeah, they're straight just fucking with you in that town. That's all there is to that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're fucking with you. They got a hard on for you.
And
That's all
now,
I'm watching is
now the
retaliation.
county attorney's office has me under investigation and shit for some odd sort. And yeah, so I'm trying to fucking figure out what the hell they're investigating me about, but they don't even want to tell me, which I understand. But I'm like, well, what press charges on me or do something so I can either defend your fucking accusations or stop investigating me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's straight retaliation against a certain person. There is no law backing up nothing that they're doing to you at this point.
No, nothing. And that's why every time I go to, that's why they dismissed my last charge, though, that trespass charge, because it got dismissed. That's why they had the chief give me that phony fucking letter trying to say I'm still trespassed. And because even this time, this is what makes my case double jeopardy, is they said that I had previously been warned for trespass on March 24th, 2022. So that connects my first trespass with this trespass, which makes it double jeopardy.
Yep. You
Not a
can't
good look.
charge me the same crime twice.
Yep, exactly the same crime. Same people and everything. Same building. Fucking can't get any more double jeopardy than this.
Right.
Correct. No, you're right, 100%.
Because that's what I was saying earlier, is all the evidence I've already uploaded in this case was the same exact evidence I uploaded in the first one to get it dismissed.
What I think is crazy is they brought you outside the front door to put you in handcuffs if you were trespassing. It seemed like they would have put you in cuffs inside. What was the purpose of dragging you outside and then saying, okay, now you're trespassing? You know what I mean? They got you. They got you where they wanted you, just to still put you in handcuffs.
Yeah, I know, right? That's where I was kind of curious too. Like when it was happening, I didn't know if they were just going to remove me from the property or if they were
That's what
actually
it looked like at first. Yeah.
me. So yeah,
that was out those doors. All the way out those doors. Then they decided to put you in handcuffs and go ahead and take you for the trespass.
Yeah. Would you want to play the? Or wait, no, we never mind. We kind of passed that. I was wondering if we wanted to play the phone call that got me arrested on Valentine's Day.
You got arrested on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, the one that got the one when they came in my apartment.
That was the one that I played.
No, that phone call
No?
was a different one.
No, not the phone call. The video.
Oh yeah.
Arrested. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's the phone call that you can hear that. Then you'll hear why the cops showed up the way they did.
Is it a regular video or is it a short?
It's a regular video, but it's only like a couple minutes. I'm trying to think what the hell the name of it was. Shit.
Yeah, because you got some videos on your channel. It'll take a minute to scroll through them
Yeah,
all.
the call that got me arrested.
Yeah, that was probably it. Call that got me arrested. How far down?
M Star, welcome in.
Because there's one farther up that it's
It
the
says
better.
214 better audio with it.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay.
Hello, M Star. MC Tyrant Hunter is in here now.
Yeah, breaking the flaw.
Tyrant Hunter.
It's in private chat.
Oh.
And of course, we always got Judd the Mod God.
Yep, I was just listening to say that. Thank you, Judd. Appreciate it.
And Heather's been busting all three as usual.
Yeah, thanks for all the support.
Hello, Heather. She's been putting out some pretty good little shorts and videos here lately, too.
And again, since we're 53 minutes in, I'd like to say thanks, everybody, for coming in and watching. I am Toe for Life. My co-host for tonight, AJOT, Afroman Audits 365, Truth Be Told Audits. And we out here, y'all.
Getting it done. Trying to.
And hello from Audits.
Are you going to play it, Tom?
Yeah, I'm bringing it up right now. Hang on. Skippy.
Good. Better than you, it sounds like. Good old Casey back at it.
Yeah, so Lisa in finance had gotten a call from the main line from him.
she said that he was not making any sense. He was belligerent and asked for the city manager or the mayor. So she transferred him to me. Immediately flew off the bat, started screaming at me, swearing, says that somebody here at
Hello,
City Hall,
Pepper.
one of our employees, is trying to hack his computer.
Oh my gosh.
Wants to know what we're going to do about it. He
Okay.
continued to swear at me, told me to do my fucking job. So I told him I was hanging up on him, and now he won't stop calling. Some of our staff that has had history with him is now concerned that he's going to show up here.
Okay.
So wasn't sure what the best approach was for this. It sounds like he's probably off his medication.
Well, probably. You warned him.
Damn.
Yeah, that's just nuts.
This same thing happened, oh God, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Same exact thing, calling with bizarre accusations, wanting to talk to city manager, mayor. I want to say it was when Tom was acting city manager. So
Okay.
sometime late this summer, early fall. But yeah, same thing. I think we sent a squad car out and warned him.
Okay.
But I feel like it went on for several days before it finally stopped. And
Okay.
actually, you know what? The last time it happened, we were still closed to the public because he did threaten to come down here, but our doors were locked. So
And we can, I'm sure, pull it up. Would you be all right with me sending somebody over there and getting a statement from you? Because I'll be honest, I think it's time we charge him.
Okay.
So we'll create a harassment call.
Okay.
I'll send somebody over, and I'll just send them to you directly if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Lisa will probably need to talk to him too. I know she got his first phone call, and
Yep.
it looks like she just tried to call me, so I don't know if she got another one or not.
And do you guys have recorded lines?
I think we have to push a button to do it. I've never done it, so I don't
Okay.
think any of my calls are recorded.
Okay, because ours you don't. That's why I'm asking. They'll record down in communications.
Okay.
So I didn't know if you guys had anything like that, and you probably don't. It's
No,
a
I
little
don't think
different
we do.
here with communications being in our building. But that's fine. We can show. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I will send somebody out to you. Direct them where you need to direct them. So if they need to go talk to Lisa,
Okay.
they can do that. But let me call down to the patrol lieutenant, and I will have him get somebody out there right away.
Okay, and it looks like Chief Gitzmiller just tried to call me back. Will you mind bringing him up to speed?
Yep. I'll let him know.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I'll be.
Damn, dude.
The best part about all that, though, is I had that bitch on the stand, and I got her to tell me that she's a public servant and she works for the people.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Because I got to question all three of them fucking stupid witnesses on the stand and shit, and in front of the jury and whatnot. Because fuck messing around with an attorney, I like questioning these fucking corrupt people myself. And they wouldn't want to answer the question though when I'd ask, "Do you work for the people?" They just didn't want to say anything. So then I would ask, I would start off, "Are you a public servant?" And they wouldn't want to answer that. And then I would say, "Do you work for the people?" Then they would say yes. So then I was like, "So you're a public servant?" Then they would say yes, and I was like, "No further questions, Your Honor." That's how I close out every argument with them, or every whatever you want to call it, deposition.
Yeah, put it back on them. Put it back.
Right. You know what I caught the most out of that is when they said you were off your meds.
I know, and I was never on medication until after that bitch made that phone call, and now I'm on some medication for anxiety and PTSD from that shit.
That's crazy.
It kind of sounded like they wanted to take it to the medical side too, trying to, saying that he's off of his rocker and stuff like that, which would be more of a what you would call it. It would be more of a mental health arrest than anything else. It sounds like to me that they were just trying to. If option A failed, they'd have option B and C to back them up.
Right.
Yeah, you should have heard them in court. They tried so hard to play out this guy's crazy and this and that. He's talking about hacking, all this and that, but it didn't work for him at all. It was just a laughing stock. And I actually almost accepted the plea deal in court because my anxiety and my head hurt so bad and all this and that I almost accepted it, but the judge he actually denied me from accepting the plea deal because I think the judge realized I had a good case against him and everything.
So did you tell them that they were hacking your computer?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering.
And I didn't even deny that anyways, because some of the questions I asked them fucking city employees on the stand were, is hacking a possibility in 2022? And then they would say, I don't know. And I'm like, it's 2022. You don't think hacking could be a possibility? And they would just say, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, of course. Play the dumb card.
Right. Because I knew that they were, but when I made my opening argument to the jury, I told the jury right away that, hey, the state's going to make me look like I'm crazy, yada, 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 which basically just beat them. Because when they came out and tried to make me look crazy, the jury already heard me say, hey, this is what the state's going to do.
Yeah. And it's good to get that out there right off the bat, too. You know what I mean? That's covering your bases, which is, a good job on top of that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't get why, but I enjoy the hell going to court and put these people in their place. I've told them I don't know how many times stop taking me to court, but they don't fucking stop.
I think you're the only person I've ever heard come up here and say that they enjoy going to court.
I just enjoy putting them in their place for what they do.
But props, dude, for sure. Yeah, I mean, because face to face is better than just over internet. When you get facial expressions when you go to court, you get to see the reaction that you're putting back against them. So that's a plus.
Mm-hmm. And they act totally different when they're on the stand.
Well, I definitely don't have to ask you the question. Are you ready to take the ride? Because obviously you are.
Yeah.
You're prepared to take that ride.
Yep. I mean, it's stupid because that's what we almost have to do. Otherwise, shit won't change.
That's always the question that we bring up. Are you prepared to take that ride? You know what I mean? Because there's some people that come out here and do this that aren't prepared to take that ride.
Yeah, and I had some people try to give me a little shit because I left the IRS building the other day, but it was a different circumstance. They said that they were closing the building due to some emergency reason. So if they say they're closing the building, then okay, I'll leave. But they weren't just like pushing me out or kicking me out. They were saying that they were fully closing the building.
Yeah, Homeland Security was there and everything. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the only reason why I left, because they said they were closing the building. That's different than them trying to kick me out or push me out.
Right.
Dragonette says, "Come go to court with her."
The last judge I had when I won my last jury trial, he told me that, hey, you should go to law school. And I told him, like, man, I plan on it, but I got to get through all this dumb shit that I'm going through now.
You guys are costing me too much money. That's what I'd have told him.
Fuck that. I don't like to tell them that too much, because honestly, that's why they're so mad at me, is because I haven't paid a fucking penny. Not a penny. Everything they've done to me, I haven't paid a penny, because any motions I file, I'll file like to waive all the fees and shit like that. And then if I lose, then sure, I got to pay them, but I know I'm not going to lose. So I file about whatever I want and waive them fees, and then they all go to the state when I beat them. And they haven't beat me yet on anything.
And that's good, yeah.
And that's why I'm
going to good use, yeah.
I had some guy in the courthouse. I mean, I'd say he's a sheep, because I heard him say something to the clerk of courts, him saying something like, oh, here's my evidence to get my case dismissed. And then when he was leaving, I just mentioned to him, hey, because the clerk told him, even if he wins the case, he'll have to pay court costs. And then when he was walking away, I told him, hey, if you win, you don't pay court costs. And he kind of gave me a smuck, like, whatever. And I'm like, well, all right, fine, fucking pay the court cost, even if you win.
Right.
But you don't pay shit if you win the case.
Well, I know a lot of auditors that are activists, I should say, that have spent a lot of money on like FOIA requests and body cam.
That's where the money comes in, is for FOIAs. But when I'm saying I haven't paid for anything, it's because they're stupid. Every time they come at me, I demand every single piece of evidence I can through discovery. Therefore, it's free and I don't got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because I understand, like, once the case is closed, then it becomes a FOIA request. But if it's an open case, that's not a Freedom of Information Act request because it's an open case. The only people that can see that are the people that it pertains to.
You got a question. You got a question in the chat there.
Hey, John.
Says, has Casey heard back from the Justice Center for Civil Rights Attorney?
Would that be the Institute for Justice? I think you might be talking about.
Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about.
Like
yeah,
like the state bar.
I actually did call him yesterday, and they said it was a little odd because most times when they take cases, they get all the paper discovery first and then the video discovery. But for mine, they've got all my body cams, but none of my paper discovery. So I just sent them roughly 50 emails of like my paper discovery.
Yeah, that way they have it.
Yeah, because they haven't said they're going to take it, but they're putting more effort into at least looking at it than anybody else that I've talked to, any other attorney.
Right.
Because the only Iowa law firm that's gotten a hold of me was the law firm that quit on me 3 days before trial and that first arrest that I already beat.
Right.
And
Well,
I went off on that attorney.
Well, just like we were talking before the show, one of the hardest thing, and most auditors that I've talked to, it's hard to sustain a lawyer that will take a civil rights case because they're it's not like it's a car accident which you're going against private companies or private paycheck. Whenever you go against the state, there's a lot of lawyers that want to wipe their hands free before they even take the case. It's hard to find a lawyer.
Yeah, it is, especially if you live in or like what you were saying about Louisiana, Iowa, states where states that where it seems like the people just don't stand up for shit.
Right. And people are bound. There's blue line flags on every car here, every building, inside of every building. They see and they know about the corruption that's going on, but they're literally scared to stand against the government.
And that's not right. The government's supposed to be afraid of the people. We're not supposed to be afraid of the government.
Correct. But we've been tuned this way all most of everybody's lives. That's why we do have our channel. We're trying to wake people up as much as we can, knowing that we've lost grip of our freedoms. So.
Yep, that's why I started watching like these audit videos probably 4 or 5 years ago, roughly. And but living in Iowa, all I could really do, well, I guess I didn't have a banger video. You don't really get the attention from too many people unless you have some really good video or something like that. So and being in Iowa, you can't just, make a YouTube channel and think you're gonna go film the cops and have like an audience or something, because there's just not shit in Iowa. And without getting a hold of somebody that is like part of the auditing community, then there is no way for somebody in Iowa to get an auditing channel even started. Because there's another guy in Iowa, notably Nova, and he's been doing this for quite a while, but still I don't even think he's at 1,000 subscribers yet, and he's been doing this for a while.
Yeah, everybody knows Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nova's cool people.
I want to do an audit with him.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So we're gonna run our intermission, y'all. We've been on for about an hour, and when we get back, we're gonna bust on to Truth Be Told audits.
All right. Have any follow-up questions? Anything that I didn't say clearly enough?
Yeah. I don't. That's why I was kind of moving forward because I didn't see no one else talking.
Right, but we do wish you luck though in all of your cases.
Yes, and we definitely want to do an update and all that stuff. So.
Right.
I try to keep it updated because kind of for my own safety too. Like when I go into these places, I got to be on live and shit because the American cops already tell me we'll arrest you whether it's right or wrong, and the courts will deal with it. So.
Anybody in the chats have any questions for Afroman audits? He's going to be here. I'm sure he's going to be here during the Truth Be Told. So, you can, if you got something you want to ask him then. But if you got something now, we can ask him before we go to the intermission.
Yeah, because I'm real curious to hear what Truth is going through.
You will soon find out, sir. It is eye-opening for sure, to say the least.
Roll that beautiful footage.
Hold on, wait. I gotta do something first.
Hello, Banana. Welcome in, Banana.
I gotta do something first.
That's what's kind of different with my channel, though, too, is I haven't even really gotten to do too many audits. Mine kind of just blew up because of my arrest and everything. And then I just put on a bunch of body cams and this and this and this. I haven't even had too much time to go out and actually make audits. But now that I've gotten to this point, now I'll actually be able to go out and make audits like I did at the IRS building and shit.
Yeah,
even though someone's like an audit, I go to the fucking courthouse.
Right.
BANANER. All right, so we're gonna run through the intermission. Which one do I want? Oh, that one. And we'll be right back, and we'll be back with Truth Be Told audits and Afroman audits and AJOT's corner. So everybody, go get your drinks, go take a pee, use the bathroom, do whatever you gotta do, chop it up. I don't give a fuck.
Mini break.
Whatever you gotta do, but we'll be back in a few short minutes.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. Yeah. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the pain shouldn't last. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before, and man, I'm not perfect. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody is right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
What up? We back, everybody. We back. Everybody back in or what?
No.
I wanted to just mention something quick about mine.
Something happened to your audio, Afroman. I don't know what happened.
What?
Something happened to your audio. We can barely hear you.
It probably went to your phone versus the speaker, or vice versa.
Oh, it did. Shit. 1 second.
All right, he'll be back. He'll be back. So
those two are Truth Be Told videos, sir. In order.
Yeah, the audit first, and then
Did I hit the wrong button?
yeah, that's better. Now, what was you saying, Afroman?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, way better.
I just wanted to just go over the few motions for this last arrest real quick. I forgot to mention them. Where did I just set them? The only reason why I like to mention them is just kind of to help people, I guess. Because I've had a lot of people like email me and say, basically asking questions about being pro se and everything.
Yeah.
Where did I put them? I got all the ones I filed today. Oh, here they are.
What's up, Jody? 420 Network.
So I've got a motion to dismiss. I put the let's try. Oh, wrong camera. Okay, this one here, I did a motion to dismiss. The state of Iowa is violating the Double Jeopardy Clause. The Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution prohibits anyone from being prosecuted twice for substantially the same crime. The relevant part of the Fifth Amendment states, no person shall be subject for the same offense to twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. The state of Iowa is violating Iowa Code Chapter 720.6, malicious prosecution. The state of Iowa is violating Iowa Code subsection 694.6, false information. The state of Iowa violated my Fourth Amendment right. And then these are my motions to quash these subpoenas about my Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. I just put the subpoena has zero provision or relevance. What application is the court examined? I demand to see this application. My private Cash App account has no bearing on this trial. The state of Iowa is maliciously violating my Fourth Amendment right. I filed a motion for contempt. I demand the state of Iowa hold Ryan Waller, city manager of Marion, Iowa, in contempt until he or the state of Iowa shows cause for the above captioned case. I filed another motion for contempt. I demand the state of Iowa hold Mike Kitzmiller, chief of police, Marion, Iowa, in contempt until he or the state of Iowa shows cause for the above captioned case. I had to file as an indigent person to see if that helps with that me not having to pay for a bunch of shit. I filed a motion to compel. I, Casey Van Evel, demand the state of Iowa to produce discovery. The state of Iowa's responses are insufficient. I filed my motion to show cause. I demand the state of Iowa show cause for the above captioned case. I demand the state of Iowa to show what law I, Casey Van Evel, have broken at Marion, Iowa City Hall. I demand the state of Iowa to tell me the difference between private and public property. I demand the state of Iowa to show cause for I, Casey Van Evel, to be trespassed from Marion, Iowa City Hall. And then I had to file another motion to dismiss. State of Iowa violating Chapter 801.5 of the Criminal Procedure Scope and Definitions, which would be deface of complaint. State of Iowa violating my Sixth Amendment right, the right to my accuser. Then I had to file a motion to opt back into my e-file because I opted out of it to go to the courthouse and get my paper documents, but now they won't give me my paper documents and they want me to delete my e-file. And there's no way I'm going to delete my e-file because I have so much fucking evidence on that, so I had to opt back in my e-file. Then I had like a motion for my jury trial and discovery, but I just wanted to go over them quick because that all pertains to that last arrest.
Yeah.
But that should be about it.
Yeah, sounds like you're getting it together. What's up,
Yeah.
Angela G?
I've learned a lot in the last year, definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork to whenever you're doing, anything by yourself. There's
Hello, Angela.
Right.
Oh, shoot.
So this video that we got here, what are we going to see?
The first one, of course, like Afroman was talking about, it is hard to audit in different places. So, I have been reaching out to some of the smaller channels here and trying to been going out with them to, show them, audits and cop watching and stuff like that. I got a hold of a guy by the name of 17 Days Audits America that lives in New Roads. And, he's been with me for a long time, and he says, well, you should come out here and, try the police department out here. So in the first video, I decide, because the city of New Roads has a officer that, raped somebody and, was currently fired. So, they're under, a close eye as it is already. So we decided to go do a First Amendment audit of Substation 2 in New Roads, Louisiana, to do a First Amendment audit. And then that's when, I was also out with Michelle's Mobile Media that day as well. So me and Michelle's Mobile Media decided to go inside the gated area, which was clearly unmarked for, any pedestrians allowed or not allowed to be in that area. So we start to film the vehicles, and you'll see in the video, that's where it takes place, that we start getting officers showing up in the parking lots and start the questions from that point.
What's the population of this city?
This was, I think whenever I looked, it was 17,000. It's a small city.
What parish is that?
It is in Pinkapoo. I cannot say these names here in Louisiana, but it's
I just wanted to hear you say it all fucked up. That's why I
yeah,
said
yeah.
that.
I'm bad with names. Yeah, but it's Pica Point Parish, because out in Louisiana it's not counties, it's parishes out here, of course.
Oh, okay.
I got a buddy that lived in Washita Parish, but if you look at the way it's spelled, it doesn't even say Washita.
What the heck's the
Oh, yeah,
difference between the parish and a county then?
Same
absolutely nothing. Same thing. They just call them parishes because that's the way that they did it. You know, way back in time when people started settling. You know, a lot of people came in through Louisiana, so that's how it got established real quick.
All right. If we need to speed this up, just let me know where to, you know, what points to go at. Truth. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying? If there's
Yeah,
like
cool.
any dead time or something.
I did, you know, I did a lot of editing on the video. It's about 25 minutes, but I did a lot of the cutting out of the walking and, you know, on some of the vehicles. So.
All right, gotcha.
What's up, people? We are City of New Roads, Police Station number 2.
And that's my girl in the blue shirt. That's Michelle's mobile meeting.
New Roads, Louisiana.
Someone yelling at you in the background?
Yeah, there was
Oh, he dropped. He'll be back.
Sorry.
It sounds like
there was some kids across the street. They, you know, we walked up with cameras, and I think that they knew what we were doing out there. So they started, you know, yelling, "Get them, get them!" Like they knew what we were there to do. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we got you.
And I feel sorry for this little guy that's by the fence. I thought it was a female at first, and I called him
I'm good right now.
a couple of times. So
mistakes happen.
Yeah, mistakes.
What's your name and badge number? Gonna walk away real quick. Came and shut the gate.
You could probably speed for about 15 seconds. All right, yeah, that's good. Right.
No signs, restrictions on the gate. The gate's clearly open.
And they have to have signs, though.
Yep, they sure do.
If they want to restrict it, anyways.
Right, and it becomes a major issue.
Look at this. We got original Humvee back here.
You can tell that's a little old town, boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, this station that I'm at is the little substation compared to the big one. We've been doing some research on the town. This police department that you're currently looking at hasn't paid their electric bill in over 2 months.
Damn. Why is that? Because the taxpayers are funding that.
And, you know, you would think that they should be, you know, paying for it and everything like that. But I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff on this little bitty town. I mean, it is definitely a corrupt little place.
Oh, man, small towns are bad, very bad, because they can control the corruption better and easier.
Right. Hit it about another 20 seconds because I go look at a couple of the vehicles, the inspections, and all the inspections except for one vehicle out of all of these vehicles were out. The rest of them were covered up like what you see right there. And they have to run, you know, inspection stickers just like we do.
Yeah, and Louisiana will pull your ass over for an expired inspection.
Yeah, well, I catch him lying. I ask him, you know, how many people has he issued tickets, and he said none. and you know that's a straight lie.
You guys get
Looked
pulled
like
over.
a female officer. I don't know. If it was a dude, he was a small dude. Like super, super small.
Iowa, you'll get pulled over if your license plate light's too bright.
Yeah, and the law and the law on that states, you know, as long as it's working is all that matters. But they try to get you for everything. Go ahead and take it about
It doesn't look
20
like it's
seconds.
been used in forever either, though. So.
Because I have a little interview with 17 Days Audits. Like I said, I've been going out there with him. He's a great guy. He's a great,
He does a lot of
with everything.
Activism out here in this area. So we definitely wanted to come out and see how they responded to us. Didn't do too bad. She asked if I needed any help. I told them I didn't need no help. And they said okay and walked off, but still didn't want to give the name and badge number up. So.
What's the channel's name again?
His name is 17 Days Audits America. Like I said, he's a great guy. He's more of like me. He's more of a calm auditor. He's not out there to start yelling and cussing.
I try to stay
conversation.
About that publicly funded areas should be a lot more free of fear to the people. How do you think that's going to happen by you guys being out there and kind of showing it through videography?
Right. I mean, it's, to me, it's education. You know, like clearly there's no, you know, it's a gated, you know, police section right here, but there's clearly no signs on the gate. And you know, the city pays for this police station and this property that we're standing on right here, which gives us the right to be in here. And the educational part of like what we're doing today is, you know, to make sure, you know, it's because it's gated. There's no signs restricting you from coming in. It's still public property. There has to be some kind of signage saying that you're not allowed in the area. I mean, the officer did somewhat real good. You know, we got one coming in on us, but you know, did real super good. And
they come in lights on and everything.
Right, of course, right. Whoa. What? They train y'all to do that back in like that or what? No? What's your name and badge number?
What's up, Jose?
Oh, did you hear this? We're being trespassed. There's no signage on the gate saying that there's a restricted area back here. This is public property. I'll just start off with that. How are you doing today? What's your name and badge number? It's
Officer Barron, NR14 is my badge number.
NR14. All right, that's great. That's great. So, how long you been with the department?
Not for long.
You're not gonna answer anything. You're just gonna stay here and stare at me crazy. What's going on, man? How you doing? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? Public property. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah. And we're trespassing right now? Oh, we are? Oh, there's signage that says that there's restricted area back here or what?
And he starts looking around.
Is there any kind of sign saying that we can't be back here filming our government officials? So you're not going to answer that because you ain't going nowhere with that. Y'all can go ahead and turn around, go back to work, and let us continue filming.
Oh, you stumped him. You don't know what the fuck to say.
But it's not going to happen like that.
He looks at his watch 8 times. He kicks imaginary rocks and he scratches his arm 10 times.
See, this is what we're talking about, people. There is no.
This one takes off because he don't know what the hell he's doing.
We cannot be back here. Today's there's going to be an education in law. Corporal, do you have a sergeant? Do you have a sergeant? Do you have a supervisor? No? They said detain us here. Well, we're going to be here until we talk to somebody higher up as well.
The supervisor hates when
learn
he asks
what
for a
trespassing
supervisor.
really is today.
Yeah.
Did he ever tell you were detained?
No, but I heard on the scanner that they said keep them there until I get their
Signs on the
So
gate.
they were already fixing to try to go after our IDs to trespass it.
Oh, they got ghost lettering on their shit.
Yeah. Some of them do, yeah.
Right here. You speak English, right? Oh, we will. Listen to this one right here. Listen to this one right here.
Look at it. They're all lost. Watch the body. If you want to see some beautiful body language, watch these cops' body language, how lost they get. They're 100% lost and don't know what to do.
Look at this one right here, people. Look at this one right here. And he's a corporal, people.
Oh, that's crazy.
You're making him feel so uncomfortable.
Probably gonna.
Oh, you do. I made them feel all off
That's
the
all
wall.
right, because New Roads is fixing to be Daniel's New Roads.
You better hope you don't. You better hope he don't catch you in a dark alley somewhere without a camera.
I like this one. This one's straight out of the academy right here. This one right here. I mean, he's probably 25, 20.
That's the way he looks. He looks like he wants to rip him apart.
Yeah. We have some older ones right here. How's it going? And we got another corporal. What's your badge number, sir? What's your badge number? See, they're not going to say nothing.
Huh?
So who are we waiting on? What's the next step?
Look at them
Y'all
lost.
waiting on a supervisor? Y'all waiting on a sergeant or what? Maybe the chief?
I've had a
get
cop
lucky to get to meet the chief today.
before, like he was checking the time and it didn't have a
here's
watch
sirens.
on.
Here we go.
Yeah. He gets on a fake phone call after a while, too.
And they're just walking around and everything. I like the smile on this one.
Man, he looks
And
fresh out
here
of high
comes
school.
another one inside.
Yeah, dude, he was like 23 years old.
Uh-oh.
New Roads.
This guy that shows up right here is the one that stops on my next video. He's one of the ones
See
that
who
showed
this is today?
This guy's name that just got out of the car, his name is Cody Barron.
What's his name and badge number? What's his name and badge number?
Corporal Dominic.
Cool.
Here, and there's Officer Barron.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. So we waiting on a supervisor then, or what? Somebody higher than y'all, or what? I don't know, because we're being detained from what I heard on the scanner.
You said anything about you being detained?
On the scanner, I heard
Are
it.
you detained?
No, I'm free to go whenever, yeah. I was just checking to see, because y'all come out, 4 deep on a couple of people back here filming inside of a public area.
I mean, this is our area.
Right, but y'all got to put up signs saying that this is a restricted area. See, that's going to be the difference in this whole entire situation right here.
Yeah, but you telling me something about the area where we be at. This is our area.
Well, this isn't really y'all's area. This is our
where we be at.
This is our area.
And this is our
The city pays for this. You know what I mean? Us people pay for this. You know what I mean? So.
What does sign say?
It says City of New Roads.
What up, Cocaloy?
And it says police.
All right.
All right. So which makes it yeah, right. Which makes it.
So that's why I'm here.
But we we help pay y'all. This is all of our property and stuff like that. But to come out 4 deep just to say basically what you just did, you could have did all by yourself without all this extra money sitting right here. Does that make sense? The truth is, I know it's crazy, and
Yeah. He straight up says, yeah. Where's the officer safety? Look at all their backs turned to us. If we're such a threat, why are all their backs turned?
being detained, they're saying hold us here because we're being trespassed, but yet all of a sudden we're not trespassed anymore. But there's clearly no signs on the gate. If y'all put signs up, you can stop people from coming back here, restricted area, police only, then we can't cross that barrier. But until then, it's still city property until it's deemed that it's restricted.
Or shut that gate.
Yeah, or shut the gate, yeah.
So we got 4 officers out here. That's what we call intimidation tactic.
The next day after this video, they had signs up on those gates.
Oh, did they?
Yes, sir. I got it on my community post.
No trespassing or?
Yeah, no trespassing and authorized personnel only. They put up like 4 or 5 different signs.
They rent down in a local Dollar General. And
y'all get it for free.
Yeah, no straight up Home Depot, baby.
Actually, we pay for it.
See, this is where Michelle brings up the inspection stickers on the vehicles, and I catch them in a lot.
But the question is, how many people have you given a ticket over inspired inspection stickers?
I haven't given any.
Oh, you haven't given any?
Not from inspection stickers.
Not from inspection stickers? Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right.
And like I said, I'd say probably like 7 out of 10 times you're gonna get good success.
17 days audits given on my education back over here too.
It don't matter how much
we
you
found out
pay.
in Louisiana they can run darkest 10 as they want. They are.
Oh, and by the
exempt.
way, that vehicle that you're seeing right there, they have somebody in the back in handcuffs.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. You can hear them yelling here in a little bit.
That don't help them out right now.
Hear them?
Yeah.
Well, it's how they approach this and how they came up hostile is what I don't like.
I would start filming inside the back.
Well, I was watching these.
They
I
got
was
somebody
watching
in the back of this
body
car,
language.
people.
They're like, hello.
Yeah. This department is messing up so much, and in the next video, y'all are going to be it's an eye opener, and everything is confirmed about their safety before ours.
Whoever's in the back,
But we
they're
also
like,
get what we give. You know, if we get disrespect, we're going to give some disrespect.
the person in the back's
This
like,
one right
I want to go to
here.
jail
Didn't
now.
do
I
so
need a
bad.
bologna sandwich.
They should have left
Right.
it alone whenever I said,
Let me
I was
eat.
fine and didn't need no help. 'Cause I still don't need no help. So.
Enforcer says it's illegal for a
And
police
of course, they're
tent
probably
to
going to
go
try to
past
follow us.
0.7.
It's going to be no doubt. But I'll.
I did look up a code here. In Louisiana. They are. I mean, because I looked it up, and they can run. They want to use officer safety, of course, in this.
Okay, now
But
see,
they said because of the equipment and everything like that. I did look up the
signs you
statute.
can't
You
just
can
come
run.
make law up. There was nothing established when
I don't know
we
if there's an actual number behind it. He could be right, but I know they can run it pretty dark.
Yeah. A buddy of mine lived
There
in
we go,
Louisiana.
people.
He was a bail bondsman.
There's
and
no signage.
He was exempt because
That
he
is
was a
y'all
bail
kicking us
bondsman.
off the property when there's no signage.
We're informing you now.
See, look, here he goes.
For police back in this area right here, okay? So can you please inform this side over here? All right.
There was no signage out here when we got here,
I
so I'm
understand that.
already on property.
I understand that.
So if you try to kick me off, it would be a trespass. That means you need to get a detective out here to make sure that I haven't done anything out here to make me have to leave. So do you have a detective?
There's that fake phone call.
There's no signs on this gate.
He's just lost. None of them know what to do at this point.
Trespassed again, saying that we're not allowed to be in this area again, which is completely untrue. They're making up laws on the fly.
Look here. Y'all welcome to videotape on the other side of this gate, okay? And if you want to talk to somebody higher, if everybody will be back in Tuesday, okay?
Is there a way, sir, that I could
All right. Yeah, so first of all, what's your name?
I don't like to give my name.
You don't like to give your name?
I don't like to give my name. Yeah.
Then he tries Michelle, and Michelle, of course, doesn't give up either.
I did. I've introduced them.
Yeah, but you didn't introduce yourself to her. And because there's no signage on the gate, you can't kick us out.
Yes. 17 days on it. 17 days on it.
And I believe the best reaction for y'all to do, but it's not a restricted area. There's no signage on the gate saying that it's restricted in here.
It's because I told you, man. I told you
Yeah.
just now. I just told you, man.
I'm asking y'all one more time.
Okay,
Again,
you can ask.
Please go to the other
Okay, so the next question I'm gonna ask, and I just need a yes or no. Okay, I want to get this on camera. If we don't leave from back here, will we be arrested?
I'm asking
Bam.
Okay, you can ask for us to leave. You can ask for us to leave. You can ask for us to leave. But the next question is, what happens to us if we decide not to leave this property? Okay, and I want to know what happens if we decide not to leave this property. Will I be arrested? Will I be
You can
arrested?
finish recording on this side.
And I can finish recording right here because I'm filming my government officials right now. I just need you to say yes or no on that. I just need you to say
Of
yes or
course,
no.
he don't answer because he don't know.
Have to answer your questions. See, you're the public servant here. You got to answer our questions because we're here asking questions apparently that you're not wanting to answer for us. Will
Look at
I
his
be
nerves.
arrested if I decide to not leave from back here?
You see that? The enforcer?
And
Yeah.
of course, we're not going to get an answer.
There you go.
His body language says it all.
I like
Lost.
to see that.
Yeah, he is
But we're not
lost.
kicked off the property either.
No,
Just from y'all saying, you know,
you see
just
the-
because y'all make up laws on the fly doesn't mean that we have to listen.
You see the comment I pinned?
No,
It's the enforcer. He says, I've been in law enforcement for 20 plus years. That officer is wrong.
Oh yeah.
That's what I like to
100%.
hear.
Yep, that's 100%. Thank you, enforcement. So the first officer didn't answer the question, would I be arrested? And this other officer, I pin him with the same question, and he doesn't even give me an answer either because he don't know what to do. So but you'll see what happens next after that.
So in other words, like if you were to tell me, sir, I'm arrested if you don't leave. See, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was asking him if we're going to be arrested if we don't leave from back this area.
About me testing you. It's about me walking on the Constitution. That's all.
Right.
And that's what we appreciate. You know, and we don't not appreciate it.
But just because they can lie doesn't mean they're right, ATL.
This is also educational as far as y'all, you know, we have to be able to educate y'all too because the law clearly says that we're allowed to be back here. Clearly says that we're allowed to be back here. You can't just come up and say, okay, now we want you to leave because that's kicking us off of public property that we were allowed to be on. This is a public area until there's signs restrictions saying that. So you got to learn the law.
You're right with the signage.
If the signage is there.
I am not informing you that this is not a public area.
Okay.
So lawfully now, you know this is not a public area.
But there's no
so
signage.
If he leaves, if he does not leave this area right here, will he be arrested? That's a yes or
Bam, no answer.
No, I would like my question answered first, and then I would be glad to do whatever you think that the law is.
I'm asking you to follow my lawful command
Which is not a lawful command.
of leaving the area. I've already instructed you that this is not.
There's no signs restricting this area. You've got to learn that. You can't create law as you go on the fly. So the question, okay, now that I answered yours, will I be arrested if I don't leave from back here?
Are you refusing?
We keep going in a circle on this. Will I be arrested if I decide not to leave from this back area?
Just answer the question.
I don't answer questions.
Bam.
Hello?
Okay.
Hey, people, here we go.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Y'all are going to go viral. I do not consent to any searches or seizures of my person.
There you go. There's your unconsensual search.
Yeah.
Officer, if I may.
Yeah.
You know why we're here.
And I understand that, but
I
feel like it's not.
They're not interested in bridging the gap. Not at all.
That's right.
It's not unreasonable.
So basically, he's coming here. He's like, well, I'm gonna do what I want.
And he asks you under a lawful command. Will I be arrested? That's not law. You have to either tell him that or not answer the question at all. Because
And then after this point, basically, the lieutenant shows up and they have a discussion with the lieutenant. And, you know, I'm released with no fines, no tickets. I'm still trying to get the body cam footage of the back seat when I was back there. You know, they came to the back of the car, asked me for my ID, and I told them I wasn't breaking no law. Still didn't give up ID whatsoever. Lieutenant eventually tells them to get me out of the cuff, and they release me.
was trying to come to resolve. I don't have.
My bad.
They realized there was nothing they could do. They didn't get my name. They asked if I can get my name up. I told them no. So, but they realized that, you know, there's no signage and nothing postponing us from being in this parking lot over here. So hopefully they learned their lesson. They had to get the lieutenant out here. They released me.
It's one of the things that irritates me the most is when an officer says what they say is a lawful command. Like, I remember my first jury trial. I had to tell the jury and the judge and the county attorney that just because a cop fucking says something does not make it a lawful command. I don't give a shit how many times you say it. Just sit on the ground. Fuck you. That's not a lawful command. I'm not sitting on the fucking ground. But and you just explain it to the jury and opening arguments and stuff like that.
Right, and that brings me into the next video, and exactly what you said. You know, just because they walk up to you, they cannot demand you to do something whenever you wasn't breaking no law, you're minding your own business. They can't just walk up to you and start telling you what to do.
Exactly.
On this next video, like I said, it's going to be an eye opener for, you know, the people that haven't seen it yet. But it's, I mean, there are so many rights violations in this. You know, threat of arrest, gun pulling. This video, like I said, you know, it's definitely gonna wake up people. And if you listen to the officer after the camera gets knocked out of my hands, you can hear the audio after that point. But you could clearly hear this officer say, you know, I mean, he said some foolish things like, "Well, our safety comes first, then yours." I mean, there's just so many things. And then, you know, I got to talking to him, you know, a little bit more towards the end, and clearly states, you know, a couple of different times he says, "Well, you're probably right, and you're probably right." You know, I mean, not knowing the law or, you know, people's rights at all. So
They don't either. They don't get taught the right, or they don't teach the Constitution very much in the academy either.
Right, and this cop admits that. He says, you know, this cop actually goes down to actually saying it's not about law at this point.
Really?
Oh yeah, like I said, I mean, the audio.
So he's a feelings enforcer.
Oh, big time. Never taught the Constitution. I even asked him what the First Amendment was, and he says that's irrelevant at this point. I mean, just the stuff that he says. And one part I know it's going to get a lot of people because I mean, what, you know, everybody is talking in the chat about
Play the video.
Yeah, play the video.
What's up, y'all? It was 17 days audits, and we're in a parking lot, and we had this officer decide to roll up on us. We'll see what he's got to say.
And this is not a traffic stop. We pulled over so I could take an insulin shot.
America here live, everybody. We're right here in New Roads. We were just checking some stuff on the haywire lines and talking, so we weren't driving. Pulled off the road and we got contact. So let's see how this goes. Oh, you have a little thing.
And this is after you guys were at the police station.
This is 5 days later.
5 days later, okay.
But at nighttime, and one of the that last officer that had me put
Everybody out there doing tonight, if you are
which was the
joining
Cody
in, checking
Barrett,
a look,
he's on
checking
this.
it out. You know, we're doing the job that I guess not many people dare to do, but at the same time, we have to continue to make our rights and the availability of those rights. Like right now, this guy didn't even have a right to pull into here and even kick these lights on. But now that he's made contact, we're going to go ahead and go through with it so that we can show this officer that, hey, you know, we are within our rights at this moment.
That's right.
Don't you just love how they wait?
Heather, if you're still in the chat, can you post that 17 days audits?
Oh, you got
link?
to be.
Mm-hmm. He's not going to approach us without his backup here.
I did.
Not to mention, guess what?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's the same guy.
You hear me?
It might be.
Yeah. Yes, I heard you. I'm sorry.
We are in New Roads, Louisiana, people. New Roads, Louisiana.
So same police department.
This guy's clearly not approaching, so clearly waiting on backup to show up, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. Which they're not too far. I mean, they're within a mile away, so it's not too long.
You should have played the bad boys.
Two more
What you
squad
gonna
cars.
do?
Watch how hostile they
Get
get.
a little bird's eye view. So
Well, you got those. You got those phones that look like guns.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't shoot us.
Exit the vehicle. Driver, exit the vehicle.
Why would
for
I?
the fifth time?
Why would I exit the vehicle?
Last time I asked you, sir. Exit the vehicle.
Have I broken the law?
Exit the vehicle.
Have I broken the law? Why y'all got y'all's guns drawn? Put y'all's
Go to dispatch non-compliance.
non-compliance of sitting in a parking lot and y'all telling me to get out? Are you serious?
Show me your hands. Show me both your hands. Keep them there.
Okay.
If you drop your hands, I will light you up.
Oh, wow.
You got a passenger on the other side.
Yes, I do. And we're sitting here talking. Y'all have no right to even be
Rewind
approaching
that.
us right now.
Play it again.
What law have I broken?
Hey, sir.
Unlock the seat. Unlock the seat.
What law have? Yes, I do. And we're
I'll light you up. Show me both your hands. Keep them there.
okay.
If you drop
This
your
is what
hands,
I'm dealing with here in Louisiana.
you got a passenger on the other side.
Yes, I do. And we're sitting here talking. Y'all have no right to even be approaching us right now. What law have I broken?
Hey, sir.
Unlock the seat. Unlock the seat.
What law have I broken?
Unlock the seat.
What law have I broken?
Step out of the vehicle, sir.
Yeah,
Step out.
see, they know who
They can't just open their door like that either.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope.
Take a minute.
Oh, like I said, there's
Take 'em into
dude. You
custody.
could
Y'all hear
count
these
on the
people?
list of everything that's
Broken no
going
law.
on.
We're sitting here talking, and yeah, that's it.
Step out of the vehicle, sir.
Y'all are about to make a big mistake, humongous mistake right now.
Put your phone on your. Put it
This
down.
is for my protection right here.
That's where I get slammed against the truck and the phone knocked out of my hand. But listen to the ignorance, straight ignorance of these cops.
Do you have a lawsuit on them yet?
Oh, it is working. It's working.
All right. Same here.
You have ID on you.
I need to give my ID for.
Yes, you do.
For
Again, in the state of Louisiana, when a police officer asks you to identify yourself,
If you've broken the
you are
law.
required to.
If you've
It has
broken the
nothing
law.
to do with the law.
If I've
Bam.
broken
It
the
has
law,
nothing to do
I don't
with
have.
breaking the law,
The
sir.
Fourth Amendment protects me from giving them ID if I've broken no
Okay.
law.
Do you want to go to jail?
Do I want to go to jail?
Let's take them and put them in APs. Take them to PCG.
We can't
We're
drive
not
and talk
saying
on the
that you are.
phone.
Yeah, okay. We're not saying that you are.
Wow.
Like he just
We
asked
got
me,
rolled up
but
3 deep on this like we did.
Was
something
this
wrong.
after you went to the police department?
I would rather have pulled over and discussed what I'm looking at my phone and be driving and get that ticket for sure. 'Cause I
And
know
he
you
knows
guys
what we're
look
doing here.
for
He
it,
knows
you know what I'm
exactly
saying?
what we're doing.
And he
here
knows
right
what
now.
we're doing.
Yeah,
But
and he
usually-
knows that we know the law and we know what we're talking
I
about right
know
now.
very well. I promise you.
Well, if you know the, okay, guys, I'm going to engage this conversation, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you know
That's
the
what we're
law,
here to
if you
do.
know the law, then, okay?
Yeah.
If a police officer asks you to identify yourself in the state of Louisiana, you're required to. Your answer to me was only if I'm breaking the law. That's not correct. You're right partly, but if
See,
a
it
police
makes it
officer
right there.
has suspicious activity, I am required to ask to ID you. Okay,
we're just having
You're
a
part-
healthy
this-
conversation.
that's fine. I have no problem with
Okay,
that.
and we like
Look,
having.
stop.
we like
Stop.
having these
Stop.
conversations.
You're parked in the parking lot at 12 o'clock, almost 12 o'clock at night. Business is closed.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we've had
I agree with
complaints
that, yeah.
about individuals pulling on doorknobs and vandalizing. The dealership is closed.
That's great.
So all I wanted to do was identify you guys.
Listen to what he
and
says
make
right
sure
here.
You are good.
Yes. And I have
That you're not one of the individuals that are around here burglarizing cars, pulling on car doors, vandalizing vehicles. Okay. And if
They
you
would ask the young witnesses.
Pretextual stop.
Hold on. If they knew who was pulling on door handles, he said, I just need to know who you are so we can make sure you're not the guys pulling on the door handles. So if they knew who it was, then why the fuck don't they go arrest that person?
Right. Well, I mean, the whole entire stop is a pretextual stop anyways. We were just sitting there and then they get out with guns drawn telling us to get out of the vehicle.
Right. I mean, that didn't even make sense what he said.
No.
Roll down the window. I didn't hear you say that. Okay, and I accept that. Then I gave you the command to step out of the vehicle 3 times.
Well, I
You
was
didn't hear that either?
Well, I had guns pulled on me, dude, and I haven't done anything wrong.
Sir, you didn't have guns pulled on you until my guys got here.
Which they
You
still
have
hold
to
the gun.
understand if you got 2 individuals in a vehicle that are refusing to follow orders, now our safety comes first, then yours.
Bam. Right there.
Wow.
Did you hear what he said, right?
Yes.
Fucked up.
Oh, that's great. You got that.
I mean,
on.
everything that you hear in Uvalde, this cop just admits it.
Yeah, that's great. You got that on record.
Yeah. And then that is Detective Sergeant Lewis is his name.
Yeah, sounds like he's going to be Private Lewis before long.
And that's
Oh,
fine, that's
man,
good.
yeah.
But you also have to understand too, in the midst of us
Or security guard Lewis.
I don't know who you are.
If they even take him on after hearing some stuff like that.
Okay.
But you know, he straight up says, our safety comes first, then your
If there are calls to our department about criminal activity in a specific area, and our chain of command gives us the orders to do extra patrols and ID everybody we see at a suspicious time where there shouldn't be anybody there, do that. So that way, the next day, if we wake up in the morning, or these people come to work, and
Sounds
they
like
say,
Gestapo.
What's up, Dark Shadows?
Guess what? I've identified you.
That's where the 14th. But I mean,
So
gives us the right to our papers in effect.
suspicion. You don't have to commit a crime, but if you're in an area,
lie.
I'm a narcotics officer. Okay, I can stop a vehicle that's in a high drug crime area at a late hour at night, and he could not have done nothing.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's complete bullshit
listen,
right
listen.
there.
Oh, he wasn't even
high
done.
drug crime area late at night. I can make a stop and ID that person.
You hearing this shit?
But again, you
Ignorance of the
have
law.
Patience, just like you can disagree all day long, but you'll lose.
Actually, cases have been won. Cases have been won.
What we're trying to do.
Cases have been won. But there has to be suspicion. I understand
That's
the suspicion, but there has to be a crime. Okay, well, we think that you might be doing it, or you might be doing it. But there's no suspicion of
it's my reasonable doubt.
What?
You know, you hold the Bible. You know,
That's what I'm saying, dude. They are so ignorant of what's going on around them.
Of our constitutional rights of a Fourth Amendment of not being ID and doing random stuff. Okay, but can you name any? What's the First Amendment? Can you name any of the First Amendment?
Easy. Bro, I can't name any of the person.
Oh my God! Shut up! He did not just say that. He did
Yeah, dude,
not
I
just
caught
admit
him, dude.
to it. He just not admit to it.
Yeah, I get him, dude.
Oh my Lord! He just admitted to it. He said, "No, I can't say none of the First Amendment."
And then he says that they're not, and then he admits that they're not taught that.
Oh geez. Oh, these guys are fucked up.
They're not.
This
The
town's
police
fucked up.
academy is all about officer safety.
It should, because that's the oath you swore an oath to. Yeah. This is what you swore an oath to. Yes, I swear to hold up everybody's constitution. Right now, you're violating.
And you're probably right. You're probably right. That's something I.
What? And then he said, "You're probably right."
Yes, I'm gonna say he admits that I'm right.
Oh, this is gold, bro. This is gold.
I could probably do on my own, but that's not something we're required to do.
You have your Fourth Amendment.
And I was just coaching him the whole time, and he just wasn't having it. He didn't want to hear it. He is so trained. His ego is so up there. He didn't want to let go.
That's my opinion. Now, you could ask.
And he's going to give it back. That's fine. I agree with you, but that wouldn't have changed.
I agree with you. Did you hear him? I agree with you.
Oh my.
You also have to understand, when a police officer gives you a command, if you
That's why you were asking me to
I believe it, Creole.
Okay, so if I'm a law, if I give you a command, it's true.
If I give you a
If
command,
you're
what?
ignoring that
It's,
command,
he said, "If I give you a command, it's to open a dialogue."
Yeah. The stuff that came out of their mouth was just, and then, like I said, the part that got me the most, and it confirms, you know, that their safety comes first, then ours. I mean, that is just, to hear an officer say that, I mean, you know, it proves everything that you've ever heard.
They don't run into schools to see kids.
It's 12 o'clock at night. I got two individuals in the vehicle refusing to follow my command. At the end of the day, I'm going. Then that is see how we went with this moment? Right, but and the second thing.
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, and my phone kept messing up because it did get knocked out of my hand. That's why the video went out and everything. So, but I got slammed against the side of the truck. So now, how many? I mean, can you count on two hands how many rights violation there was? How many things that they were wrong about, pulling me out, doing a felony stop for me being parked on the side of the road? Just look at everything that's in this video, and then the ignorance from the cops follows.
Right. I'm at a loss for words with that guy.
That just puts it there, though. We all knew that it was about officer safety and shit, and that just shows right there.
Yeah.
Well,
that they're untrained. They need to all be retrained, and these need to be fired.
Yeah,
that guy, because in the academy, all they train is officer safety.
Right. That guy's completely clueless. Like, there's an old saying my dad used to tell me, you dug your own hole, lie in it. That guy's going to have to lie in that hole that he just dug on that fucking recording.
Oh, yeah.
Bad, dude. Very bad.
Yeah.
For the excessive use of everything, like guns drawn and all that shit, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I didn't have to get out of that vehicle. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I pulled over to take an insulin shot.
It could have been anything.
Right, and what happens if I am a diabetic? What happens if I had a low sugar and I had dying in the front seat? I'm gonna have guns pulled out on me because I'm going into diabetic shock.
Well, because you're suspicious.
They'd tase you because you're moving erratically.
Yeah, I guess that's what would happen. And you heard him straight up. If I dropped my hands, he was gonna light me up.
Yeah, I know. That's fucked up.
Well,
he's gonna have to speak on that in court, though. I'd want to question his ass on the stand.
Yeah.
Because for you, it'll be an illegal detainment, and then the excessive everything for an illegal detainment.
What's up, Mr. No Fly?
Right.
Because even though they didn't fully arrest you, you still have the illegal detainment.
Right. And the violence of me not dropping my phone, telling them it's for my safety, and then it slapped out of my hand and get slammed against the side of the truck. That's brutal force. You know what I mean?
Yep, and he's completely neglecting the law because he admits it. Though we're not worried about the law or whatever he said. We're not talking about the law right now or whatever.
Yeah, and then have no idea what the Constitution is or our rights or anything.
So every
video that you've ever watched, this one confirms everything because he knew that there were cameras, but I don't think that he knew that it was still running and was still picking up audio when he was letting all that crap spew out of his mouth either.
Yep, same incident kind of happened with me and one of my arrests. The cop's body cam fell off. And it's laying in the yard where the people were trying to get me charged with disorderly because they were a bunch of fucking Karens and they didn't like me filming the cops. So they got the cop to arrest me for disorderly. And when he grabbed me, his body cam fell off. And then you hear my other friend go over there talking about the incident. And then they straight incriminated themselves with the cop's body cam laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say,
so somebody in the comments says, light me up, asking what he meant by light me up, taser or dump. He clearly had his service revolver.
Yeah, that's Creole in Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken.
Who?
Creole, this guy that made that comment. If I'm not mistaken, he is in Louisiana.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, he had to get him. I have to give him my email if he's here. I'd love to. Like I said, I'm trying to, build up more auditors here in the state of Louisiana because this is, since I came here, nobody had ever really attempted to do what I'm doing out here in this area. And since I have, I've got so many times in chat people wanting me to go to different places. And they said, if you think that's bad, go here. If you think that's bad, go here. You know what I mean? I do get a lot of them.
Creole, I'm sorry. I thought you was a male. If Creole is a female, my bad. Well, he's got Michelle's mobile media going out, so I mean, you could go out too.
Oh yeah. like I said, she's a strong person. You know, she's very passionate about the work that she does here. So I give her 100% props. And then 17 days audits, I'm going to start doing a lot more stuff with him because I'm nowhere near done with new roads. So they're going to be getting a lot of visits before here long. So because that has to be stopped, what went on. That they think that they could just pull anybody over in a high crime rate area and ID them just because they're in that area is total BS too. So
yeah, that's 100% BS.
Straight violation of our rights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But see, that goes all back to the years and years and years of the police forces not having to be accountable for that.
Nope.
Where people would just go, oh, it's the police, so you just do what they say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've never run across somebody that knew their rights before, and
right
now that they have, they will. You know, I don't. You know, after I'm done with them, they could be able to pave the road out there for 2 years. You know what I mean?
I'm getting tired of cops saying to me, since I know my rights, oh, you're one of those people. What, somebody who knows their rights? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, it was crazy. I mean, these cops just didn't know. You know, I think that they did know some of it. Like he admitted, you know, some of the stuff that I was putting back on him. You know, he admitted. He says, "Yeah, you're probably right." You know, and I know I was
That's
right.
gonna bite him in the ass.
Yeah, for sure.
So AJ's got a video that she wants me to play. She needs to tell me what's up with it because I know nothing about it.
What are you talking about? That's what you do.
No, I don't know nothing about this
That's the one
video.
we watched before.
Oh,
Harvey.
Harvey's, yeah. You know, I forget things.
Yes, I do very much so.
All right, let's check it out. Oh, this is Harvey Freebird, everybody. If any of the mods could drop Harvey's link.
Okay, do you want to tell us where you're coming from tonight?
No, sir, I don't answer questions.
All right.
His car is rolling in the street. He forgot to put it in park. What's going on, everybody? I got a crazy one for y'all this time. And y'all, I've been trying to upload this one for days, and YouTube is not having it. So this is a very watered down version, and hopefully this one goes through. Anyways, it's Friday, September the 16th. We're in Louisville, Texas. We noticed these cops gathered around this house. Apparently, a man and his girlfriend got into it, and they called the police. Anyways, as soon as I walked up, the cop starts losing his mind, screaming at me, telling me to get back. And so I did. I got back, and by the time he calmed down, the car with the suspect pulled up right next to where I was parked. He gets out, surrenders himself. They run up, accost him, take him into custody. Then shortly after that, one of these cops realizes his car is rolling down the street into oncoming traffic. It was quick. You guys are going to have to watch this to see what happens. See you later.
Hello, who are you?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
I'm with the media. I'm with the news.
Okay, can you keep walking that way, please?
Stop blinding my camera, dude.
Keep walking that way, please. I'm trying to interview a victim of a crime.
This is a public sidewalk.
I can't worry about you as well.
Hey, you're violating your policies and procedures by shining that light into my camera.
No, I'm not.
It's called prior restraint. What's your name and badge number? I will file a complaint on you. Let's get your supervisor here. That's unprofessional what you're doing.
You're about to go in handcuffs for interference.
I'm 20 feet away. I'm on a public sidewalk. There, I just backed up some more. What is your problem? Jesus.
Right there.
Yeah, I want that repo truck though.
Yeah.
That cop's almost going to need that repo truck here in a minute.
Got arrest for recording on a public sidewalk. You saw that shit? These guys in Louisville need some training, obviously. So you guys, everybody knows that these police departments have bad apples in them, and obviously Chandler is one of them. Just by the way he acted, his aggressiveness, his lack of knowledge for the law, his disrespect for the Constitution, and just his demeanor all in general. And just the look on his face You know, he's pissed off and just looking for a reason to mess with somebody was the impression I got off of him. Now, I can't help you with your behavior issues, Chandler, but I can help teach you the law a little bit. This is Texas Penal Code 38.15. It's the interference penal code. And it reads that a person has to interrupt, disrupt, impede, or interfere with criminal negligence. Me practicing my First Amendment right on a public sidewalk is not criminal negligence, Chandler. Get your stuff together, man. I'm sick of you cops misquoting this penal code.
And me and AJ actually did some work with Harvey Freebird. Harvey Freebird's a pretty cool guy to work with.
Is y'all supervisor here?
Yes, he is.
Y'all, I've been trying to upload this video since Saturday, and YouTube keeps rejecting it. I think it's because of the way the police accost and arrest this gentleman. So for that reason, I'm censoring that part out. That happened right in front of me. Holy shit, his car is rolling in the street. He forgot to put it in park. Oh my God.
My.
What a great video this is. Didn't put his car in park.
Man, you gotta rewind that.
I thought he was running to me.
Like, for
This is
real.
Louisville police, you guys.
I watched this and I was freaking laughing.
That happened right in front of me.
Look at him take off running. I thought he was going to attack Harvey.
I mean, I thought the cop locking his keys in the car.
Holy shit, his car is rolling in the street. He forgot to put it in park.
Boom.
Oh my God.
Barely
what a great
missed
video
it.
this is. Didn't put his car in park. I thought he was running at me. This is Louisville police, you guys. All right, back on the action over here. Dude, that was a close call, man. He's going to blame that on me. Somehow he will blame it on me.
Yeah. I had to worry about you. I had to worry about where you was
So
at.
you guys, we got a domestic here. The woman called the police. This guy decided to come back and turn himself in. That was car number 4124 that did that, rolled out in the middle of the street.
That's great. That's so fucking great.
Yeah,
that was impressive, dude. Y'all stay tuned because the gentleman that's standing by that light pole, he's fixing to have some issues with these officers, and then he's going to get arrested. Dude, he parked right where I was standing and got out and walked right up to me. Dude, I've never seen a cop run that fast in my life. Hey, that was impressive, man.
No,
I cannot believe he caught up to that car.
That was funny as hell.
I cannot believe I just caught that on film. There you go, Carolina. See, if I wouldn't have been here filming, they might that dude up.
Never know.
That guy just got a good exercise. He scared the shit out of me. He was running straight towards me. Look how busy of a road that is, man, where his car just rolled right out there. Wow, what a great video. So that guy's under arrest. Apparently he hit his girl.
And you know what would have been fucked up if someone had hit that car? It would have been their
still can't
fault.
see from that cop shining that light in my eyes all the time. Got somebody else coming into the scene. So he's not interfering, but I am. Oh, this guy's about to get arrested, dude. What is he doing? He just walked right up in the scene, man. He's standing in the middle of the street. Oh, this dude, man. What is he doing? What is this guy doing, man? He's about to get arrested. And once again, you guys, I hate to censor this, but YouTube keeps rejecting this video. I'm thinking it has to do with this. You guys just use your imagination and we'll get on with the video.
That's fucked up.
Why did that guy do that to himself, man? Hey, I'm good right here, right?
Is it just the rest just talking?
Dude, it's like that guy just wanted to go to jail. I can't believe he did that.
It doesn't look like they say anything
This
more
is
to him.
crazy, dude. I cannot believe this video I've got. Oh, I'm crossing the street, man. This is crazy.
I'm gonna speed it up.
It's crazy, dude. Oh man, it's New Kimball. Sorry, y'all. This guy right here, man.
I'll be fine, brother. I'll be fine, man. Please, I'll be fine. I'll let you know if anything comes up. Thank you for saying, man. So say thank you guys. I really appreciate y'all being super respectful.
Oh, you're good, man.
Keeping those distance to make sure jobs easier.
Hey, from what I've seen, every police officer here is acting super professional,
Well,
except for that.
the fact that I had to chase my squad
I
car,
went,
that was
hey,
embarrassing.
but I did when I first walked up to the officer in the
Hold up.
driveway, and I was standing way over there on the corner.
Y'all being super respectful.
Oh, you're good, man.
Keeping y'all's distance to make sure job easier.
As from what I've seen, every police officer here is acting super professional,
Well,
except for that.
Other than the fact that I had to go chase my squad car,
I
down,
went,
that was really embarrassing.
but I did when I first walked up. There was an officer in the driveway, and I was standing way over there on the corner. Me and her both have it filmed, and he freaked out. He started hollering, telling me, "Get back, get back!" I'm on the public sidewalk. I was already 30 feet away from him. He took his flashlight out and shined it right in my eyes, threatened me with jail, and held that light in my eyes for over a minute. I still cannot see, screaming at the top of his lungs at me. I never did get your name and badge number.
It's O'Brien 915.
Are you the one that were putting the light in my eye?
No, sir.
You were standing in the driveway when I first walked up?
First of all, I'm not who you're thinking of, if that's what you're asking.
Who's the guy that was screaming at me and had the light in my eyes?
He's still inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know his name?
Yeah. Drawing a blank right now.
All right.
Oh, okay.
that's some
Yeah,
bullshit.
he obviously. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Bullshit. I smell bullshit.
I appreciate it, man. Huh?
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm just a guy with a camera, man.
Oh, I was only asking because
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know anything that's going on. I don't know any of these people. I'm just a guy on a public sidewalk with a camera. Checking him out. So, looks to me like he's trying to incriminate her. He's thinking, well, if I got to go to jail, she should go to jail too. And that's not smart. Both of you end up in jail. Who's going to take care of the kids? This is a decision that they're going to regret for at least a year now. He'll be on probation. He'll lose his license. He'll have fines. He might get on probation. He might violate his probation and go back. He came over there to check on him and he got arrested. I don't necessarily think he did anything wrong, but, you know, he was pretty much daring those cops to take him to jail. And that's what they did. It's good for him. So there, Nate. Wrap this up faster for me. He's the one that just came out right now, the one with the red hair. Tattoos on his arms. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Midwest.
Yeah, if you would. Can I put I already gave you my complaint. Will that fly as my oral complaint? Will you let him, will you just tell him that he don't need to be doing that shit? You'll see the video, man, on YouTube. But I do want his name and badge number for the record. Yeah. So it looks like they're both signing charges on each other, right? Yeah, I don't see it necessary me going to the police department and doing a complaint. Just let him know, man, that shit's uncalled for. Man, he's lucky I didn't bring my flashlight with him because I'd have blinded his ass back. All right, thanks, man. What was your name? Sergeant Frederick. I appreciate your professionalism, buddy. All right, thanks. I want to see it because they're taking him and he signed charges on her. I want to see them take her out. So y'all waited to the very end of this because I wanted to see if the woman went to jail too. And I was waiting for Chandler, badge number 991, to come back out of the house because ever since that first encounter in the very beginning, he hid in that house the whole time. So I waited on him and the woman never came back out. They did not arrest her. What's that say, man? It's too dark, man. See, Chandler. There's a black guy from over here, tall, skinny black guy. You don't know who that is?
Got like shine his light, people guys. I guess that's a wrap.
I want to see
I filed a complaint on you, Chandler. Shame on you. Learn to behave. They didn't take her. But they were. They took the guy and I thought they were going to take the deal. Hey, we'll see you later. Appreciate it. This guy right here is sorry. This guy right here. I'm close to that. Look at his life.
Was he with? I heard a girl in the background. Was that Carolina? Or no? Anybody? No?
I didn't hear it.
No. And he doesn't have it in his description either. Okay. Let me get that out of there. I got another video I'm going to bring up as soon as I
don't know what the heck happens with my mic. I'll mute it once, then I don't want to fucking unmute.
And here it is. Boom.
What's this one of?
So this is AJ's newest video that she dropped today.
All right.
And so you'll see what's in here. She can tell you, but
You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away. Yeah. Stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just can't get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm bad. Do it no cap. Only God wants to let her go.
Same bullshit, different day. Got 3 cops for nothing. 1903, we know him, don't we? $21.03. And 2102. Fucking gone, man. What now? Oh, they can come get me. They can try. Oh, I know, right? Retarded. 3 people for what?
It's almost like he walked over to try to block her camera from his laptop.
No, I didn't know that there was somebody in the back of that car.
Oh, he was protecting prisoner.
Yeah.
Don't you think 3 officers is a little excessive? I mean, that's wasted resources. It don't matter? Is that what you said? I know y'all have been here. I know what the threat is. I mean, it's y'all are regulars here for them.
Someone's echoing.
I'm just curious why 3 officers. Officer safety? The biggest bullshit I've ever heard. What's your name and badge number?
Get him, girl.
You know the 2 different calls where officers are most killed? Traffic stops, family violence, service.
Understood. Hey, okay, 1 cop, officer safety. Okay, I'll give you that. But 3? Come on.
My bad. That was me. I was hearing 2 different YouTube's going on.
Oh my God, I saw that the other day. I was like, what
My
the
neighbors,
heck?
dude, they love me. I walked up and they go, they're gonna take you. I was like, they can.
Yeah,
try.
you got to stick it up. He made me watch that stuff too. He's like, you got to watch this.
Well, the good part showed, so you can quit. I mean, whatever.
No, you did a good job right there. You're addressing issues that need to be addressed.
See, I don't know what happened with my mic.
Yay! Anyway.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
Some bitch, I'm over here talking and I'm muted. I was saying, go finish watching that video on AJot's channel and hit the like button, everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
I did post I did drop the StreamYard's link. It is pinned in the chat on the main chat in Tyrant Hunter News on Toe for Life. I do not know if AJot posted it or not.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't. So,
yeah.
Anyway, have y'all heard about the purge law that was passed in Illinois?
Purge.
Well, that's what they're naming it, but the correct name is pretrial. Oh, dang it! Hold on. Pretrial Fairness Equity Act.
What's that supposed to be?
So,
some crazy stuff.
So they're going to as of January 1st, they're going to enact this.
I got you, man. You can turn your camera
on. It eliminates cash bail for the majority of defendants charged with criminal acts. Judges will decide whether or not to release defendants on a case-by-case basis based on if they feel a person poses a threat to the community or is a flight risk. Seeing as many Illinois judges rule like progressive activists, it's likely that they send many criminals back into communities without hesitation. So we're not talking like non-violent crimes, guys. We're talking like
murder,
second-degree murder, kidnapping, armed robbery, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI. So these people will no longer be in jail waiting for their trial or whatever. They're going to be out on the streets.
What state is this?
Illinois.
Oh man, I'm fucking 2.5 hours away from that bitch. What the fuck?
Is it and they'll be let back on the street with no nobody watching them. So no ankle monitors, none of that shit.
So it said to make matters worse, offenders released on electronic monitoring devices must be in violation of their parole 48 hours before it's considered a crime. In the state largest county, which is Cook County,
Chicago,
Chicago, at any given time, there are more than 3,000 people wearing ankle monitors. This includes about 100 who have been charged with murder.
What the fuck? They don't even do it with these motherfuckers that got skin crimes. What the fuck?
And so rapists and shit will be right back out on the street.
Correct.
Yeah, the new law gives all these criminals a 48-hour pass and means that they have the freedom to perhaps murder the witnesses of their crime, and the police cannot respond to the ankle monitor alert for 48 hours.
Yeah.
So that's why they're
Yep.
calling it the purge.
Oh wow,
That's pretty fucked up.
and Illinois, if people don't know, Illinois has some of the strictest gun laws for law-abiding citizens.
Well, I mean, that's not to say. I mean, Chicago has been seeing a spike in violent crimes already. As of August 22nd, their violent crime is up 36%.
Oh wow.
So let's let more.
This is before the law even, you know what I mean, changes.
Yep. So what is their sole purpose? The jails are filling up to the point to where they can't hold the people?
Well, it said that, hold up. I don't want to say it wrong. So the governor who signed the bill last year calls it a criminal justice reform, is what he's saying. He's all soft on crime, claims it will reduce the number of people detained in jail while awaiting trial, as so many cannot afford to pay or obtain bail. What is will actually do is bring about, nothing but justice for the criminals instead of hardworking residents. I mean, and certainly brings no justice for victims.
Them bails for murder and all that are like fucking thousands and thousands of dollars. So no shit they can't afford it because fucking they committed a fucking harsh crime.
There's a reason
yeah.
that they're high like that.
Yeah, yeah. To not let them out again, basically.
And then Afroman, I wanted to say that I enjoyed the very first video that I watched of you. Keep it up.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's fucking rough out here in Iowa.
And then my dude, truth be told, audits, man. What's up, brother?
Not a lot, Midwest, man. Hanging out. Watching these laws change and watching this world change around us completely, man. And it's only getting.
Well, that's what we're like Freeman said. We're videotaping the fucking world going to shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
And there's no other way around that. It's true.
It's pretty fucked up.
Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay. This is what I really want to ask. I wanted to get your opinion on this. We all do a lot of research when we go out or something new. So we do research. It's pivotal. Now, should we ever, just by opinion, I'm just asking, do you think we should ever really have to look up these state laws, seeing how Constitution's law of the land based on natural living or whatever, however you want to say it?
There's gray areas. The Constitution, they made all these amendments off the Constitution, which violates the Constitution. A perfect one is the Second Amendment. So we should be able to carry guns in all 50 states. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, they're going to make amendments off of the amendment to change the laws, and that's what they've been doing for many years. I believe that they should stick to the basics and go back to the basics. But when half the police departments don't even know the basics, what do we go back to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if there was such thing as the basics and it went back to that, we'd just have a bunch of cowboys out there like we do now. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's really starting to kill me. I've done almost 200 videos, and I came across a cop that was a good cop, but he came across 51-55-0. So he knew that next time around that you better straighten your shit up, good sir.
Yeah. If it doesn't make them better, it makes
back to the question. What do y'all think? You think we should, stop researching the state shit, or just legitly stay with the Constitution?
Yes.
You probably have to go with some state stuff though too, otherwise you'll lose support.
Right.
Well, I mean, especially if you're going to be doing paperworks and 1983 lawsuits and stuff like that, you're going to have to know what to put in that paperwork for it to hold up in court.
Well,
yeah.
Well, one thing is that nobody. Okay, when you read the Declarations of Independence, I used to have a poster on my wall. It said, "Any state bodied under the United States Constitution, therefore can't make laws that supersede our Constitution." See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Of
that's
course they have.
like, yeah, that's that gray area, because there's even different between state law and then like city ordinances, city policy, and all that. And policy definitely never trumps the Constitution.
No, not at all. Not at all. You're right. So therefore, I have the feeling lately that, yeah, I mean, I've studied enough about my state. I could tell you a whole bunch of dumb shit. Like we have the fucking mutual combat, whole bunch of dumb shit. So that's one of the reasons I stopped personally and just started reading the Constitution more. I mean, every day.
Just the problem with that is it don't matter how much you go by the Constitution, because you go up against you go fucking out in the real world and nobody knows what the hell the Constitution is.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, that honestly that goes along with state laws and stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but these cops also open admit that they don't know the Constitution and they really don't care to learn. They don't even want to begin to learn.
Nope.
Yeah,
They're not out to protect the Constitution. They're out to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, well, guys, we do have to realize they do have dangerous jobs. They really do. But I'm with y'all. I don't want to hear officer safety every 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah, I'm just tired of hearing that shit.
Yeah, for real.
And then I'm tired of hearing everything they say is a lawful order. Wow.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Well, that's the problem is they think that once they put that badge and that uniform on and walk outside their house, that everything that comes out of their fucking mouth is a lawful order.
Yeah,
and it's
and
not.
it's fucking annoying.
And it's not.
They're just hoping to catch the people that don't know their rights. They're hoping that people don't know what they're talking about.
Well, and I hate to say
Hell
it,
yeah, that's how the fucking city and state makes fucking money.
90% or even higher than that of the people in this country are the people that just believe, oh, just answer the questions and
bend over.
If you don't have nothing to hide, you don't have nothing to hide. Why not? You know, and all that shit. Like that's
too many people go with the flow.
I mean, I don't know what the numbers are. I'm just saying, you know, I would think it's at least 90% of this country.
I'd say 98, but
and the ones that do, and the ones that do know, you know, when the cops come up, you know, for somebody that's, you know, they might know their rights, but the cops are intimidating, you know, whenever they come up, and you know what I mean, and they start saying, well, you have to do this and you have to do that, and you know, they need to quit intimidating the people. You know what I mean? It's pure intimidation. That's why they get 3 or 4 squad cars on one stop. They're all there to, you know, to put that fear into you to make you talk.
That's why they hate me so much, because I figured out that it's just intimidation. And when you start laughing at that shit, oh my lord, it grinds their gears.
And you know, there's been sheriffs that wouldn't even let me get a word in and tell them what I'm doing. Likewise, I just get pushed out of the fucking door. Well,
Shit,
we
I
told you
got
to leave the first time.
arrested in Iowa because I told the sheriff to learn the fucking Constitution, and he literally arrested me.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you take them boys up in Michigan, well, our public servants, which I have a lot of friends up there. You think by getting a notice that was sent out to fucking 50,000 government employees? That's what frickin' an MCC did, and they still act the same fucking way. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
It's because
like, honestly, it's because of that qualified immunity. If we could get that qualified immunity abolished, a lot of this petty shit would stop, because cops, it wouldn't completely stop because people would still have to stand up and not bend over. But at least if cops knew that they could be charged for just going up and grabbing somebody, it would stop a lot of the dumb shit that happens on the streets.
Yeah, it would definitely set egos back into where they need to be.
Exactly. I'm not saying cops won't be wrong and shit, but
we need officers, the good ones that are out there, to turn in the bad ones when they see them doing something wrong. That will conquer a lot as well. But of course, retaliation.
Yeah, and that's in every single policy and procedure for a police department. Is if they see an officer or an employee doing something that they're not supposed to, they're supposed to fucking report it.
Right. You know, they get retaliated and fired, and, you know.
Oh, yeah. And
that's why anytime cop does something wrong and you file the complaints on him, you file the complaints on the other ones that were there that didn't do anything to stop either the officer, or if you find out they didn't make a complaint on that officer, then that's another complaint that you add on that officer.
Right.
Because I found out what's really hitting the officers, though, is when we hit them on them violating their policies and procedures. And then if you can get to that part, then hopefully the lawsuit's easier because you've already got all these policies and procedures that they did wrong.
Right.
I believe that these guys aren't even worried about their own policies.
No, they're not.
Fine.
But in court they matter. Because if you flat out have in black and white them violating it, then they violated it.
Here's a question for you guys. How many officers do you think have about inch thick file full of just complaints on them?
Oh
yeah, there is.
Yeah, but most of them complaints they get filed in that file cabinet underneath the desk. It's called
or they end up in a
if they even get really taken. I mean,
that's what I mean.
Right.
They
And
just get thrown in a
that's why
waste
you want to
basket.
get right. That's why you want to get timestamp date whenever you turn in a complaint. You know, that way there's actual record and copy that you had turned in.
Well, plus I try to tell people get the complaints notarized too before you take them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like.
I never thought of that, but that's a great idea.
Yeah, I had to drop my last bank because I went in there to get a notary on my officer complaint forms, and she's like, "Oh, I used to work for law enforcement. You don't need these notarized." And I told her, "That's not your job. A notary is to confirm my signature. You don't even need to read what I'm bringing you."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I dropped that bank and pulled all my money out because I don't need a biased bank.
True.
Damn right. Next thing you know, they'll be stealing your money.
Right. I actually already got that bank too on charges as well because they already told me I did. They flat out told me I got them on God, what the hell is it? False advertisement. Because there's the money orders that you get from DePaco. In the bottom right, they say cash within 90 days or it's voided and goes back to the person who bought it. Well, my landlord waited till after 5 months to cash that money order. Then I went into court and brought that up to a district judge, and I straight told the judge, "Hey, that money was supposed to be returned to me because she didn't cash it in the amount of time she was supposed to." Well, then that really didn't go anywhere. Then when I got a hold of my bank and told them that, they didn't know what was going on either, so they had to get a hold of like the branch manager and whatnot, and they basically said that no, DePaco has a year policy to cash them, not 90 days. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you put 90 days on your money orders? I straight told a judge that that money should have been returned to me back in 90 days. So they told me that, well, that's our mistake.
Yeah, fix it.
Like they will.
Fuck.
You're gonna have to go through a big old drawn out process and
yeah, no shit. That was something I just threw on the back burner for like, okay, I've got that, but I got other shit to take care of.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to doing all that stuff, you really got to pick and choose your battles.
Oh, I know, right?
Like I'm having a hell of a time finding a lawyer right now, and I don't even. It's hands down, case closed. So
I'm hoping the Institute for Justice keeps communicating with me about mine, but other than that, I'm in the same boat trying to find an attorney with the balls to stand up and do the right thing.
Yeah, like I said, I mean that is the hardest process out of I mean we get a lot in comments soon, but a lot of people don't know how hard it is to pull up a lawsuit when nobody wants to take cases.
Well, and I've already told the Institute for Justice too that if you guys take my case, great, but if not, then I'm going to go file these petitions in a lawsuit pro se regardless. I'll take the time and look the shit up and do it myself. I would just prefer somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing, other than me having to fucking learn everything.
Well, and the problem is that, and it's just common sense. I mean, most lawyers don't want to go up against the government.
No, they
Correct.
don't.
Because they pretty much all work for the government. Like any way you look at it, they go golfing and you know what I mean, like hanging out with each other.
Yep.
Drinking at the same Starbucks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's just common sense. That's why everybody has such a hard problem. But we need to find them ones that will. And you want me to
Mom,
tell
you're
you?
supposed to do your jobs. I'm not supposed to jump in there and do your jobs. Come on. Y'all wanted to do it, you should have done it. It was validated.
I went off on a lawyer here in Iowa because he quit on me 3 days before trial. And I straight told him, I'm like, what the fuck? You're a civil rights attorney for a reason, is to defend civil rights. But you back out 3 days before trial because you got cold feet. And that was my first jury trial that I had to go represent myself and shit. And I still fucking was able to persuade the jury in my favor.
Right.
The problem is,
if you go in there well spoken and know what you're talking about, and you know, it'd be on your side.
You want me to tell you something that I've noticed about being around this community? Is when an auditor has a lawyer that's willing, an attorney that's willing to go up against the government on these civil rights cases, a lot of them don't like to give the name out to anybody else when they should be sharing that out to every fucking body.
I know. Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
hey, check this person out. This is the person you need. Hey, this is the person you need. This is the person. But they don't. They're just like, oh, I got my attorney. That's all you ever hear.
That
Like
quit
I
on
was
me,
talking.
I straight told him, if you stick around with me long enough, I'll make you more money. But he didn't want to stay around.
Yeah, like you get a
Well, I
good.
mean, I was talking to TX Sheepdog, and he says it's not only that; it's not about giving out the attorneys to everybody. It's the attorneys that actually will take this case. They're so overwhelmed because they're the only ones taking them.
That's true
Or
too.
maybe they got a good lawyer and just don't want to fucking share for some reason.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Or you know, like, hey, I don't want to share. I don't want to share this lawyer to this person because when I need this lawyer, he might be busy with that person. So I need to keep them.
Having two that are getting ready to be in lawsuits or trying to be in lawsuits, I want to ask, I talked with Truth Be Told yesterday or whatever about this, but what is your hope or plan, or what is the purpose to do a lawsuit?
Accountability.
My main thing, if you're going to ask that, I mean, because, you know, I've heard it several times, you know, Sam has said it. If we don't start doing something, then they're just going to keep on getting away with it. We have to put something in stone. We have to let them know that we mean business.
I think
so by suing and getting money from the police department is doing that.
Well, we just talked about them not turning in complaint forms correctly on them either. You know what I mean? Complaint forms might get lost. If they start losing money, that's something that they're going to pay attention to.
Yeah, but this is how this is how I take it. Rogue Nation said it takes baby steps, and sometimes that baby step will get you in trouble. Like some of the fellows up on panel, it happens. But if you don't do the paperwork, nothing will get done afterwards at all.
Right.
So you have the
and
chance.
enough lawsuits will teach these sheep that if you want to stop paying out lawsuits, then get on the city and the police department and stop have them fucking up.
Yeah.
But who's really paying them lawsuits?
That's what I'm saying. The taxpayers. The sheep need to wake up and get on the city and the police department so they're not paying out lawsuits for police misconduct.
So in my eyes, right, the lawsuits don't do anything as far as making them pay. You know what I mean?
I believe it. I believe it does.
Qualified immunity. That way we can sue the cops personally for their wrongdoing.
That's where I think it needs to go for sure.
Because I'd much rather be the owners too and not the taxpayers, but I think the taxpayers need to wake up.
Yeah, and I do believe, you know, I hear what you're saying, AJ. You know, it is coming out of taxpayers' pockets, but at the same time, it's their profits that are be taken, you know, their bonuses and everything like that. So in reality, it might be taken from the taxpayers, but it is taken from their bonuses and their pensions, and you know what I mean. It's slowly taking the draw.
Is there a way? Okay.
And plus, don't take it away from the victim. If they're wronged and they make money off of them being wronged, don't go at all at the victim because
Oh
they
no,
deserve
that's
that
not what
money.
I'm trying to do.
Yeah, just because it's a lawsuit, I mean, somebody's got to pay it out, whether it's the taxpayer, and it shouldn't be like that. But these cities force it on the taxpayers because that's the way the system is.
Yeah, I see it this way. I mean, no matter what, they're going to use our money against us. If you think about it, we pay our taxes, county, federal, state, what fucking ever, and then they get up, like judges and shit, and they give you this bad taste in your mouth because they're not doing their right job. So I mean, it's even if you would sue. It'd be like, fuck, I would just get my bad money back from you for you doing a bad job.
I mean, look, if you are physically, you know what I mean? Like, if it's that excessive, then by all means, I think you should, you know what I mean? Go after the money aspect of it. But for me, I'm just curious, is there a way to go about it without all that? You know what I mean? Commodity or whatever about the money. I mean,
I don't think
if you
nothing
weren't
Olympic should
injured
be
and it's just, I mean, and I don't want to say that way because then it sounds ugly. You know, I don't want to say it's just your rights because it's a big deal. But I mean,
But money makes the world go around, and without holding them accountable, like I've always told people, I'm not in it for the money, but holding them accountable, the money comes with it. So
Yeah,
as long
it's
as you hold them accountable every time, the money comes with it.
Yeah.
Can I
Well, I
chime
mean,
in here
that's
real
what we're
quick?
out there to do is, pick up cameras and show that we're, us exposing them is doing it. It's not like every auditor on every encounter sues for every single encounter they have with an officer. But what we are doing is still showing the people, you know what I mean? And, we're showing the people what's really going on.
Hang on, let me answer this question in the chat. Do you know anyone who does audits and dresses formally and is polite and etc.? Yes, I do. Absolutely. And his name is Denver Metro Audits.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
And Denver Metro, and he might not dress in a suit and tie. Sometimes he's in shorts, but he's always in nice clothes. He doesn't dress like a thug.
Is Stephen discriminating against us auditors?
Yeah, I'm just answering the question.
I just want to point this out. When you go through the process of suing, if you sue the same city enough, eventually the mayor and everyone else on the board is either going to fire those cops or they're just going to abolish the police department. When they can't repave the roads or do anything they're used to doing and they can't get their own bonuses, let alone get a pay increase because the money literally is not there, that's when change will occur.
Yeah.
It sucks you have to do it through money, but it's the only way to get any type of accountability.
But
it's only because money makes the world go around.
The question is it going to change anything? Here's my question to that, though. Is it going to change anything, or is it just going to change that the judges ain't going to side with the person with the lawsuit and they're just going to go against them because that's coming out of the judges' money too.
Well,
you know
they got to hold these Supreme Court judges and accountable as well. Like, why don't we come down harder on these Supreme judges for not getting on these lower courts for doing their fucking jobs correctly?
True.
Well, I mean, the attorneys are still, if you file a suit against a city, even though that they might kick it out of court, they still have to pay that attorney to have that thing kicked out of court. It's still taking money. Us just attempting to sue them.
True.
Shit, every time I go into the courthouse here, they want 50 cents for a copy of fucking paper that we already pay for.
Right.
It's like, fuck, I'll go to TJ Maxx and come back and bring my own.
Well, I'm just going to start going into the clerk of courts, printing off my shit and walking out with it and just fucking arrest me or shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Like, that proves how crooked they are. 50 cents for a copy.
I wonder what they charge you. What they charge you with theft?
I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is like,
you know what I mean? Like you're stealing paper that you bought. You're stealing printer ink that you bought.
Everything, like I told him today, I'm like, everything in this fucking building us taxpayers own, but your personal belongings that you bring, like your pictures that you put on your desk, fucking your phone, shit like that. That's your guys's, but everything else is taxpayer dollars.
That refrigerator you put your fucking lunch in, that microwave you heat your lunch up in. I mean, everything.
The chair they sit their fat asses in.
Yeah. Shit, in my town, they go to the graveyard and fall asleep. Yeah, dude. We got a cop here that just got fucking shot about 28 days ago. She finally passed away last night, which is kind of fucking sad. I don't know if y'all heard about it or not. Sierra Burton.
Where's that at?
Indiana, Richmond.
Richmond, Indiana.
Yep, in Indiana. Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But
I didn't hear about it.
For the change thing though, is I don't think we all really know what's going to create the change until some. I mean, I thought the whole George Floyd thing might bring more change, but
It
that
did.
kind of,
In a sense, it brought change. It may not be the change that you thought it was going to bring, but in a sense, it brought some kind of change somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's true. Definitely, yes.
And
I just thought it would bring more change to the whole country, the way things were. For how much attention that got, I think something bigger would have changed. But
look, man, the American people have attention deficit disorder.
Oh,
like
yeah.
everybody.
Yes.
Like when the spotlight's on something, then we're attentive to it. We watch it and we're paying attention to it, right? But as soon as it's over,
people go back into routine.
Exactly.
Yeah, people go back into routine.
Exactly. And or we affix onto something else. You see?
Yep.
So it's something like that's never gonna, like, I mean, you had John F. Kennedy that got killed, Martin Luther King that got killed. That was all the big rave then. Yeah, well, people were crying, making a big stink about it. But after the funerals and a couple weeks had passed, everybody went back on to their own life.
So my question to you and AJAT then are, what do you think the real change would be?
It's going to have to be something traumatic, super traumatic.
Other than what?
How I see it
What I honestly think, I mean, let us auditors go viral. Let us auditors be able to not let CNN and Fox promote their stuff. Let us be the real news. That's what will make a change.
Yeah, they're fucking controlled by big corp, so you're never going to get the truth.
We'd have to get a shit ton of money together and like literally start our own fucking like CNN and all that shit and be on the TV and everything. Have commercials and all that shit.
Yeah, and I think
fuck, we got ANN.
We got BCNN.
I honestly think
it's an activist news network. It's the one that Rogue and them.
Yeah.
But then you also, even if we went, mainstream, you still got the haters out there that are you still gonna have those Karens and Darrens. They're gonna fight even against us, and that's what we got to pay attention to.
We could always use our Second Amendment.
Well, nah, let's avoid the Second Amendment until there's no other choice.
Yeah. But what if it's too late by the time we can use it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure at that point the whole country would be in a massive civil war.
But it wouldn't be like the previous Civil War. It'd be the government versus the people.
Right.
And I think guns is going to be that civil war. They're going to try to come in and take the guns. I've always thought the next civil war was going to be over our guns.
Oh yeah, which shouldn't be because we have a right.
There's no way that there's no way the government is going to convince the armed forces to attack their own people.
No. See, that's where everybody gets mixed up about the government coming and taking your guns and having this whole revolution. first off, the military is not going to follow the government when it comes to that.
They're going to go home to their
Military's,
families.
they're gonna side with the people, and I would have to venture to say, and I'm just gonna put this out there, that 98% of the police force would too.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's always been conspiracy theories. They say that they would get people from other countries because, you know, if you live in a different country, you know, somebody would shoot somebody from a different country because they're not of, you know, that side. So I mean,
but
you know, you always got to worry about other, you know, the government, you know, siding with another side of the government.
They better side with about 3 or 4 countries,
right?
Because
we're all armed here.
Yeah. Like just our citizens in this country have more guns than any other army or any other military. That's our citizens. That's not counting our military and our police forces.
That's why the government's
And if you think that they brought somebody in from a different country to help them, you don't think them police that are in the police force ain't going to take all them guns, and the military ain't going to take all them guns when they leave? Oh yeah, they're going to take tanks. We're going to take it. Yeah, that's some. I love the conspiracy theorists. I mean, it's great, gives them something to talk about. But I mean, you got to be. You got to use common sense. Yeah, you got to use common sense, man. Like seriously, because if you know 98% of the police force out there are pro Second Amendment. They love the Second Amendment.
Well, yeah, they get to carry guns.
So they're not going to be.
Process I have a little bit is I don't know if the military would quite. I think they may follow orders at the beginning. Who knows how long, but until they realize that their wives are being killed and their kids are being attacked, then that's when they'll decide to go home.
And their cousins and their aunts and their uncles
Exactly.
and their grandmas
but I
and their
think
grandpas.
they might follow orders at first, like how the first Civil War was, how they had all the people lined up along the side to watch the battle until the battle actually started, and then all the women and children are like, holy fuck, these people are actually having their heads blown off by cannons and shit. It wasn't just a picnic out there. It was actually war.
Yeah. I don't
There's
know.
motherfuckers out there that would do something like that. Would take the orders just because he's batshit crazy.
They would. I mean, imagine how many cops don't have I mean, a lot of cops were the bullies in high school, or the people that got bullied.
Yeah, I get that.
So how many of them don't have they don't care about shit but themselves?
Right. I get that part of it, but I just don't. I think that's a small number.
Yeah.
Compared to what you would have, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Sure. I'm with you, Tail. I think not. I don't think 90% of the cops, but I think a good 60 to 70% of the cops would side with the people.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully.
Because they don't want it. Man, look, no one wants to see a bloodbath.
Except the government.
Yeah, except the fat cats that are sitting, you know, the ones that are sitting behind their big walls and fences, and
the ones making the calls, basically.
Right.
Private islands.
That's why I never say anything bad about the Army. The only thing that I ever say about the military that I don't like is the people in charge, because they don't care about the military's lives. They're just making orders, sending people in to die, and they don't care whether they die or not. And that's what pisses me off.
Right.
Yeah, especially when their boots aren't the ones that are on the ground.
Exactly. Like D-Day and shit and all that. D-Day should have never fucking happened. We could have bombed them bunkers and shit from the ocean for fucking weeks.
Vietnam should have never happened.
Vietnam, yeah, all that shit.
Iraq, Afghanistan should have never happened the way it happened.
Just all them.
You know,
that's
I mean,
what pisses me off.
But that doesn't. I guess that doesn't institute some of the people that are rude to our service members. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I know.
It's look, we were, and I'm not going to get into a long discussion about this point that I'm about to make, but we were talking the other day, a few people that I know, and we were talking about the whole the kneeling and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And the kneeling in sports, right? and I'm not going to get into that, but the whole thing is it's like a lot of these guys that signed up for the military, they signed up for the idea of what America's supposed to be. It may not be what America is, but it's the idea of what America's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same way with our military guys. Like, you know, they go in there with that mentality, and that's what I was telling somebody when it came to the kneeling. It wasn't that they were against the military or they were against America, but the service members that were upset about it were upset because they have the idea of America. I have an idea of America, what our forefathers said America is supposed to be, right?
Yep.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
The thing that
I'm not saying that that's what America is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's exactly what America is, but that's the idea of what our forefathers, the idea that they had in their minds about America. That's what I have. So that's what I stick by. You know what I mean? So that's why I give the service members respect, because I believe most of them are the same way. You know?
Oh yeah.
They want a better place.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
The
sure
only
some
thing
police
I'll say on that though is if somebody kneeled during a national anthem during a sporting event, then they need to go fucking give people the hard time getting food, fucking walking around, fucking sitting, and all this and that. Like, what about all
Like
the
I
people
said, I
that
don't want to
doing
get into
shit?
that conversation because that whole conversation, I probably should have never brought it up.
Well,
But
Plus, people
that gets
took
you
it out of
going,
context.
right? That gets you going down a whole road of bad shit. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying,
Yeah, but-
like, I have an idea of what America's supposed to be, and yeah, that's not what America is. I know, I get it, but I have an America. I have the idea. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Midwest.
Oh no, you're all right. But you know the thing you said about the crowd and football games. These athletes are held under a microscope. So
Right, but
they're,
the thing that
they're
I
not going to be worrying
but
about what
but
everyday
the thing about it
Joe
is,
is.
if he's just advocating for a good reason, though, then I think more people like that need to use their job, their platforms, whatever, to kind of like what we do. We express through auditing and everything. He was doing that through his position and everything like that.
Listen, and I'm gonna end the kneeling conversation because, like I said, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But I'm gonna end it with my take on it, and I'm gonna end it right there. My take on it is, I watch sports to get away from the world. It's entertainment. I don't watch it. I don't watch it for it to be a political platform. End of story.
There we go.
I see it. Because I
have
love
a
sports
question
too, so
for
I
you,
see
truth
it.
be told.
Go ahead, smoke it.
In new roads, do they have like any type of body cameras or dash cameras?
Yeah, they do. They do. And like I said, I've even got the open records request to get me. I should have it. I was supposed to have it this last week, but I was working with it. But when I'm in the back seat of the cop car on the actual audits, I've got that one on the way. So I know that they for sure have the footage inside the cop cars, and they definitely have body cams.
Because I would definitely be interested in seeing how their other interactions have been with their regular citizens.
Oh, I would imagine, just taking a guess, probably the same, because that officer was, hellbound, being, saying, oh, I could do this to anybody I want to, which clearly is an indicator that other people have definitely suffered from the hands of him, without a doubt.
I can only imagine how many people he's pulled over just to pull them over.
Yeah.
No probable cause.
I hate to say it, truth, but you got to work that. You're gonna have to work that town.
Oh,
You're gonna have to work that town hard. Like it seemed like no one in that town, like none of them, nobody even had a fucking clue.
None at all. And I don't want to say too much, but we are going back. We are going to get some other places. Like I said, I'm not going to say because
they could be watching. I got it.
Right. But yeah, nowhere's near done with this town. He was right. You know, he told me, he says, man, you got to come out here and put me out here. And sure enough, you know, even from the first audit, you know, within 5 days, I was put in handcuffs twice for rights violations. You know, within 5 days, you know, 2 sets of handcuffs, and 5 or 6 different cops that clearly had no clue about, you know, law, or didn't even care to know about the law, because their safety comes first. You know what I mean? It's just, it's going to have to be worked super hard. You're very correct about that.
Yeah. Be very hard.
But that's the reason, like I said, I'm trying to gain auditors here in, you know, Louisiana, because it's a hard battle here. And, you know, I believe no auditor should go out, and there's reasons that some auditors shouldn't go out by themselves. You know, Louisiana is definitely not a place that you want to go, you know, by yourself. And if you do, you better go live, because you never know what's going to happen.
I'm not a big fan of any auditor going out by themselves. I don't care who they are.
Right.
When you're stuck in
I mean,
Iowa,
I'm not a
you
big
have
fan,
to.
because you need somebody there to I don't know, even like Afroman has that guy in the piggy mask, you know, doing his backup cam. You know what I mean? Like, you need some, even if it's someone like that, someone that doesn't have a channel, and that's just, you know, just recording you to make sure that everything's recorded that they're going to do to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's kind of nice to have another camera on you. That way you can see them grabbing you and shit like that.
Right.
Right.
Plus, you never know when their cameras are going to disappear.
Yeah, they're putting, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Redacted. And
that's why I can't stand when cops say, well, we're recording this incident. And it's like, yeah, your shit comes up missing, redacted,
that's the biggest bullshit right there. That's the biggest thing that needs to change right there. You want to talk about something needs to change? Right there needs to change. The redaction of body cam and the shit coming up missing. Their body cams should be, the only time that body cam should go off is if they're walking into a fucking bathroom to take a piss or a shit.
There you go.
I've said that too.
And then as soon as they come out that fucking bathroom door, that fucking body cam should be turned on.
And I think there needs to be something set up so we can see their dash cams 24/7. Like, we're able to go somewhere like online to see what the fuck they're up to, if they're parking around or something like that.
Yeah, totally live 100%. It should be never turned off.
See, there should be, with our police state, there should be an outside source that actually does that. You know what I mean? They can sit around. There's a webcam in every camera or every car. You're mic'd up. You know how much things would probably be more to the point and easier for civilians ourselves, just knowing that they're being watched and I don't have to watch them.
Right.
Right, exactly.
And I believe that was straightening them out a lot more too.
There's some new channels I've been watching, and they're actually police officers on YouTube their whole shift. Like they leave the YouTube channel video in their car, but their whole shift, they're live streaming it.
There was that guy in Ohio. I don't know if he's still doing it. He was in Hocking Hills. You know where Hocking Hills is, right? Smoking.
Oh yeah, I've been there a few times.
Yeah, he was in the Hocking Hills, and we used to actually. A few of us, I won't mention no names, but if they're in the chats and they're watching the show, they'll know who I'm talking about. But we used to actually go into his chat and we'd chat with him while he was thing. And we didn't chat with him. We were really trolling him, honestly. But yeah, he
took it well.
He did it. He did it from start to finish of his shift. But I don't think he's on anymore.
Yeah, because he's a big reliability.
I was gonna say that's too much accountability for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was driving a Tesla too, believe it or not. His police car was a Tesla. But we were trolling the shit out of him. One of the auditors, I'm not gonna mention no names because I don't know if he wants, but like he's so dead set on wanting to go to Hocking Hills. Like, so the next time I'm in Ohio, he's like, Toe, we're going to Hocking Hills. We're going there.
Yeah.
We're going there to see that dude, because him and the dude used to get into it. Like, they would get into it big time. It was pretty funny.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's funny. The funniest video that I've seen lately is a dude wouldn't stop with asking this cop questions. Like, there's anything in the car.
Hey, but look, man, them motherfucking cops do that live stream shit you're talking about. They'll have 7,000, 1,500, 2,000 people in their fucking chats, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm like insane, dude. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah, I mean,
$7,000
of those are cops.
I know you will, indoctrination. I know you will.
It's probably cops from around the country watching them for officer safety.
We'll meet up.
Yep.
We'll meet up, indoctrination, next time I'm in town. We'll meet up. If we go out to eat, have coffee, something, we'll meet up.
Whoever in Iowa.
What state you in?
I'm in Texas, but I'm from Ohio, so I go back. I go back to Ohio a lot.
Travel through Iowa if you go back to Ohio.
Hell no.
Yeah,
you go through Iowa.
Yeah, you go to Ohio next time. Hit me up.
Where you at? You in Ohio?
No, I'm actually 20 minutes from the Ohio, Indiana
Richmond.
line.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, I don't know where is Richland South?
No, it's mid-state.
Mid-state. So, you know where 24 is? Is it anywhere by Fort Wayne?
Oh, no, we are hours from Fort Wayne. That's up north.
Yeah. See, I'm from way up north. I'm from right on the Michigan-Ohio line.
No shit.
You know where Great Lakes Audit is, Toledo?
Yeah, are you over there by Erie?
Yeah, I'm from Toledo.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not scared. I've been on I went back home and me and Great Lakes went out and Big Man came from Indiana and me and Big Man went out. So we went out cop watching, all of us.
Well, dude, just in case, I put my number in private. You guys can have it. I don't care. Next time you come through, just hit me up.
Right on.
I told MCC when he came down, I was like, I don't know what these boys are going to do if we would have stayed here and done what we wanted to do.
I don't think any auditor wants to travel to Iowa.
No one really gives a shit about Iowa.
No, not really.
I'm just playing with you, man.
No, nobody gives a shit about this state. Like I tried to tell people, if you want a civil attorney in this state, not just this state, but you have to be either shot or beaten to a pulp.
There's only two good civil attorneys I know of, and one of them has a YouTube channel called The Civil Rights Lawyer.
Right.
Oh yeah, I sent a video into that motherfucker.
I need to get a hold of him again. He hasn't gotten back to me.
Try Freeman.
Yeah, I've contacted Freeman. Talked to him a few times.
Freeman's a Fed, dude.
Freeman? Get the fuck out of here.
Look, I trolled the shit out of Freeman. He was on Josh's panel like 2 days in a row. And I went in there under a sock account and I was trolling the shit out of him. I was in there. I'm like, Josh, what do you got this fucking cop on your panel for? Freeman's a cop and all this shit, right? And it went on and Freeman's talking to me in chat. He's like, hey, if you want to come up here and talk to me about it, you can talk to me about it. And I'm like, no one wants to talk to your ass and da-da-da-da-da and all this shit, right? And then so the second day comes and Josh has a panel again and Freeman's up there and I'm in there again. And then Josh outed me. He was like, because Freeman said something to me, and then Josh was like, oh, man, don't worry about that. He was like, man, that's Toe for life, man. He's fucking with you. And I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. I had to change my sock account name. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Oh, damn it. You gotta love them sock accounts.
Yeah, I was having fun with James Freeman, though. It was pretty funny. I like James Freeman. Freeman's one of the guys that when I first started watching these guys, he's one of the guys that I watched. So him in Clash with Bow.
Yeah, Clash with Bow. Man, dude, that dude knows no bounds.
I love Clash with Bow, man. I'm a Bow.
Oh, did any of y'all go to fucking Cream City News' page? Go look at that.
Oh, Cream City News. I have him, man.
Cream City.
Yeah.
He's fucking out of Wisconsin, bro.
Hmm.
He just
Yeah,
up
don't
and
hold back
stopped.
either.
Now he's got shorts and a couple of videos on there. And he came out swinging, dude. Everybody loved that fucking dude.
You know who I
When he
like?
told the story about the twin firefighters, it was hilarious.
Look, man,
It's just Green City now.
Yeah, there's people, you know, there's people I don't watch out here. There's some big channels that I don't watch because I'm not a fan. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
fuck.
everybody likes who they like and likes what style they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't like fucking Jeff for the long. I mean, personally, we would talk and we're cool, and you know, we would never talk about like bad about each other. But it got to the point where I started fucking stop watching NC Tire Hunter because he was always out in front of the business. In these last few videos he's been doing, thank you, Jeff. Fucking thank you. I've been wanting to see that for over 2 fucking years now. I appreciate it. Keep it up. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, his ass is in bed. He may come back.
Yeah.
He may go back and watch it, but his ass is in bed. I guarantee that.
Yep. Mikey went to that city hall the other day. Nice move. Doing a fucking real audit. That's great.
When he was here, because he came all the way to Texas to meet up with me. And we went to, I want to say, we went to a post office and we went to a sheriff's department. I can't, you know, I for the life of me, dude, I thought I had footage of this sheriff department we went to, but I don't. I can't find it.
Yeah. Damn it.
I mean, there wasn't a lot. The dude, the sheriff, the deputy sheriff that was in there, he was cordial. I mean, he didn't, you know what I mean? Like everything went fine. He gave us water. He's like, you guys want a water? It was a fucking 110 degrees outside, you know? And so, I mean, but I still don't have the footage. Like, it's kind of fucked up. It was
I have so much lost footage.
Yeah, it was with Foulmouth. It was me, HBR. It was me,
Foulmouth
HBR,
Veteran.
Jeff, and Foulmouth Veteran. Yeah.
I was there during those live streams.
Oh, was you?
Carolina was there with you guys too. if I
No,
remember
not that
right.
one. No, not that one. This was when we were doing the post office and shit. This was during the day.
Yeah, I was probably at work then.
Yeah. Carolina was with us when we did that. When we went out, we were in front of Samsung, and that was my idea because Samsung was so huge, and because that's by me, and that was when Carolina had me fucking dying laughing talking about the clowns. Oh my god, dude! I love. Look, Carolina is hilarious, bro.
Yeah, he's quick, man. He's quick.
No, not Jeff. I'm talking about Carolina, Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Carolina, Fort Worth. Oh, she is fucking hilarious, bro.
She is fearless.
She was telling me, you must have not seen my videos, dude, because I'd made a video about it. But she was telling me that there was clowns in this field behind us watching us. They were hiding behind the trees watching us, dude. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Carolina?
Was she tripping?
Dude, I don't know. Look, I don't know. I just think that's the way she is. You know, she's just, you know, just coming up with stupid shit, you know?
Wait a minute.
Funny.
What if there was really clowns there?
There could have been, bro. I mean, I don't know.
It depends on how she played it. I'll be the decider of that.
Yeah, it was funny. That was a night. That night. It was NC Tyrant Hunter, AJ, Foulmouth Veteran, me, HPR News, Carolina, and Harvey Freebird. All of us. We were all out.
Yeah. Man, we haven't. Damn, I have never rolled more than 4 deep. Fuck.
Yeah, we was.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. I was in the truck with NC Tyrant Hunter. Me and AJ were in the truck with the NC Tyrant Hunter. HPR News, we suckered somehow. Actually, he volunteered, but I guarantee you he'll never volunteer for that again. And that was the ride with Carolina. Yeah. Dude, he was so scared. And I even said, so when we were getting ready to leave the hotel, right? We were all together and we were getting ready to leave the hotel. I told AJ, I go, look, if we have to split up in different cars, I said, I'll go ride with Carolina so you can ride with Jeff. And, you know, because I knew how Carolina drove. I'm just like, I'll go ride with Carolina. Then HPR is like, oh, I'm going to go ride with Carolina. I'm like, sweet. So he went and rode with Harvey Freebird in Carolina. Oh, he'll never do that again.
Her driving scares me, and I'm watching it on my phone.
Right. So you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could just watch her videos and know you don't want to ride with her, right?
Yeah.
Is it like Bronson?
Oh no, dude. Bronson ain't got shit on her. No,
Yeah,
she's a maniac, man. Carolina's a maniac. You can hear her engine, dude. If you watch her videos and her lives, like when she gets in her car, man, it's like she just punches it everywhere she goes. She punches
Well,
it.
yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say this: Chuck isn't really bad. I mean, it's nothing like watching it when you're sitting there. So it's really not even that bad. It's not as bad as everybody says.
Yeah. Big Man was a real Chuck Bronson before Chuck Bronson was Chuck Bronson. Just saying.
Man, dude. That dude's fucking hilarious too.
Big Man's my dude, man.
Yeah, he told me I gave somebody my number in Indianapolis, and I was live streaming, and Chuck's like, fucking you dumbass, you just doxed yourself.
Yeah. Fucking Big Man, me and Big Man, when I was in Ohio, he came from Indiana and he stayed 2 days in Ohio with me. Yeah, we went out. Yeah. Man, that dude is fucking funny, dude. He is fucking funny.
Did you see Baby Bronson? That baby was so fucking cute, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I talk to Chuck on a regular basis. I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks, but me and him usually stay in contact. Like, I'll call him and be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, that's me and News Now Press in Nashville. We pretty much talk every day. I mean, he's a cool cat, man. I like him.
I think when Jeff was in Nashville, I think he met that dude. When Jeff came to Texas, I think he stopped in Nashville and met News Now Press in Nashville, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I mean, that'd probably be something you'd tell me, but maybe I wasn't paying attention or nothing, or I would have just smoked a whole blunt or what. So, I'm no clue.
Hey, there you go. There's another question. So let me get this question out. So is it like oh shit, initiation to be a cop watcher or auditor? You got to smoke weed. That's just what I want to know.
No, I actually picked it up like before the auditing and shit, and I've just brought it along with me.
Truth, what do you think, man?
No, yeah, of course I smoked before. So, but I noticed like
dude, I'm on my game when I do that.
But I did notice that 90% of the auditors smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always light up. I always light up.
That's what I smoke, cigarettes. I don't smoke weed though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's
that's cool.
But there's some that smoke weed that don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Correct.
But I mean, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make me no mind if someone smokes weed. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit what you do.
Yeah.
Hey, I probably got to slide out of here. My fucking connection's going down to 1 bar.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get ready to close it down anyway, man. So we've been on for 3 hours and 30 minutes, man. That's like usually an hour and a half longer than I usually go.
Hey, but those good conversations.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, though. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, man.
Afro, man, stick around and chat.
I got your, I got your number, Afro, man. I'll get with you.
All right.
You're welcome.
My fucking connection's just at 1 bar.
Yeah, you're welcome up here anytime, bro.
All right. Yeah.
It was good meeting you. Good talking to you.
Yeah, it was good meeting you too. I really appreciate talking to a lot of the other auditors and everything that I've watched, and I like to see some of the stuff other people go through because I always just try to put in my input or advice of some sort. No attorney, but I have won a few cases, so I always like to give as much advice as possible.
It's a struggle, man. But we don't stop, dude, either. So
yeah, and they don't stop.
Let me check and see here real quick. So what I wanted to say was thanks you guys for coming here tonight. Truth
Say
be
later to
told,
AJ for me.
huh?
Should say later to AJ for me.
Oh, I will. Yeah. She had a roll. She might be listening, but she's not talking. But she had a roll out for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
and tomorrow is a national holiday, by the way.
What holiday?
My birthday, and I'll be holding a live panel at 8 o'clock EST time tomorrow till about 10. And we'll have a little panel party for my birthday, and you are all invited.
Right
on. Cool, man. Cool, for sure.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
It's
and we'll be over
12:20
there
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here with a fucking jar of Jaeger and then bullshit.
But so what I wanted to say was thank you, Afroman Audits, Smoking Auditor, Midwest Transparency, my boy, Truth Be Told Audits. Thank you guys for being here.
Brother, for sure.
And I'm sure AJ appreciates you guys for coming here and being here for her. And but on that note, man, I'm gonna close this thing down. You guys can stick around until I'm done doing my spew, but I gotta get my spew out of here.
This shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
So you guys like that? I made that. Well, not the song, but I put all them videos to it.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing compilations for everybody. I will do them and I will share them through Google Drive because it's easier. So any requests, leave a comment.
Sweet.
All right, I just dropped my email into private just in case anyone needs to get a hold of me.
Well, all the people that are still in here listening, I thank you guys all for being here and for the show. I wouldn't be here without you guys in the chats. Thank you very much. I'm sure AJ thanks you. This was partly her brainstorm. And it was, a collaboration between me and her for Truth Be Told and Afroman Audits. I thought it was a good show. Good comments. Everybody was respectful to other people. That's great. That's what I like. No drama here. I don't do it. I don't play it. And everybody knows it. But with that, I'm going to end it like this. I'm your host, Topher motherfucking Life. That's my co-host over there, Ajot.
Pointed the wrong
Told
way.
Audits. Whatever. Told Audits.
Dyslexia like a motherfucker.
Afroman Audits, Smoking Auditor, Midwest Transparency, and we out this bitch, y'all. Toodles.
Toodles.
Hey.
Peace.